Hello.
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 Hey, what's up?
Just chilling out on Saturday. How are you doing?
Pretty good. I'm doing the same. Okay. Let me see. All right, cool. That's the first time I ever did that kind of transition. Um, that was pretty freaking awesome. I hope everybody can see the screen okay and well. I hope everybody can hear us okay. Let me know if the music is too loud or if the mic is too low.
Can you guys hear us? Yeah, I can hear you, Rox.
Oh, I can hear Rox a little bit.
I was having trouble.
Yeah.
Let me see if the stream is good to go. Like, this is pretty freaking exciting. So let's start off by introducing ourselves. I think you should go first, Fox, since you are the leader.
Okay. Hello, everybody. This is Fox Cordova 17, and I am the project head of this Sonic fan game project called Miles Prower.
And everybody knows me already. I'm Katon Uchiha. I'm going to be doing some sketches for one of the zones called Blue Ridge Zone today.
And hey everyone, this is Rock the Squirrel. Just helping out with the project. Hope I can give it my all.
Awesome. So let me switch to this tablet. Okay, this is so exciting. So I brought two books with me today. I brought a Crash Bandicoot book that I recently picked up, and I brought The Art of Naughty Dog to help with like designs and stuff like that. I figured there's good level designing in both of these books and character designing, so I thought maybe these books would give me a little bit of inspiration.
Yeah.
And of course I put on some Spyro music. Have you guys picked up the new game?
Not yet.
You have to. Oh my gosh. I've been playing that and I'm just like, wow, so nostalgic.
Mm.
Okay, let me flip these pages. So please do tell the stream more about the Miles Prower fan game, Fox.
Okay. To the best of my ability, of course.
Sure.
Basically, you guys in the chat, you're familiar with certain 3D Sonic games like the Sonic Adventure games and obviously some of the more modern Sonic games. What we're attempting to do here with Miles Prower is a blend of some sort, mixing of such Sonic games together. What we're having here for this game is basically a open world level design where we allow the player to just go wherever they want in many senses while accomplishing certain tasks and goals. Like there will be missions that the player will need to complete in order to not only advance but to get the 100% perfect ending. So that's one feature there.
Sounds like a really cool game. Definitely something I would play.
Yeah. And it's been mentioned to me that, you know, speaking of Spyro, it's a good way to segue into this, that it's been said to me that they compare the level design and the and just the feeling of Miles Prower to a Spyro-like game.
How so? In terms of What do you call
Like-
that? Yeah, explain further, please.
Like for instance, like flying around. For instance, like flying around and just collecting things, and as you go, the world basically opens up. It opens up more as you go. If you're familiar with playing Spyro games.
Yeah, of course, of course.
So yeah.
Okay. Interesting. The more open-ended gameplay. I really
exactly.
enjoy like open world gameplay, but I still feel like Spyro is restricted in a lot of ways. But open world games I feel like are becoming very popular, and they're in higher demand. Let me see. So I got Tails over there. So for Blue Ridge Zone, I had a couple of concepts done a couple of weeks ago, and I was thinking about a lot of like Mario level design, but the thing about Mario level designing is that most of the levels are very linear. Like they only force you to go in one direction.
Right.
So then that's when I started to take inspiration from the old school Insomniac games, where they had nice gigantic open worlds. They had a lot of really cool color palettes, and kids really connected a lot with, for example, the Crash Bandicoot games with the green terrains, and it did have a linear path in some levels, but in other levels you can go through a lot of different things. Like you can go up, sometimes you can go into the background or come out into the opening, which was really cool at the time.
Yeah.
And then for games like Spyro, where it was just like that nice breath of fresh air, was like an open world where you get to go through many different ways and paths. I really like that style of gameplay.
Right.
So when I think of Blue Ridge Zone, I'm thinking like it's frozen, like it's really, really cold. I'm thinking of gigantic mountains.
Yeah.
And obviously a lot of snow everywhere. And then there was this level in Sonic Advance 3.
Yeah.
I think it was Sonic Advance 3 or Sonic Advance 1, where there was this icy level. I forgot what the level was called, but it was a really cool design, and I really, really liked that design. And the color palette chosen for that level was pretty freaking cool, but I forgot the name of it.
Yeah.
So let's see. And then I had more inspiration when I thought of like the whole level being just a gigantic ice cream.
Yeah. I just posted that original concept of Blue Ridge Zone in our little group chat here.
Oh, nice. Let me pull it up on my phone really quick. I wish I had dual monitors. That would make my life so much easier.
Well, that's what I'm doing right now. You're watching your screen, drawing on screen on my big TV.
Oh, nice, Rocks.
I love that.
The chat.
I love that sketch, by the way. Catan.
Oh, thanks.
Tails in the.
Oh yeah, like I had a bit of inspiration because like this Tails design really reminds me of like Aviator, and I'm like, damn, it would be so cool to draw him in so many different outfits.
Yeah.
To have multiple changing outfits like Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
So the ramp. So the ramp is the most important part of the level, yes?
It's one of the key features. I wouldn't say it's the only feature, but I only circled that in the picture because I was trying myself to make a 3D model out of that.
Ah, okay. So let's see. So what if Blue Ridge Zone at one point was like a habitable, it was habitable by like people, and what if like, I don't know, maybe an avalanche happened and everybody had to get away? not die, but maybe get away.
That in some way it did connect to Station Square anyway, and that will be the same thing pretty much here. When we have when Miles Prower, the game, has its own Station Square, and then it segues into Blue Ridge Zone.
Mm.
So
They are connected.
yes.
So let me see.
I mean, they are connected in that kind of way.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking maybe we can have like some debris coming out of the snow, indicating that maybe it was once populated.
Because as the story goes, it's basically a plane flight from Station Square to Blue Ridge Zone. That transition.
This ramp. Let me see. Let me zoom in here. And you want Blue Ridge Zone to be like very. You want it to be the whole terrain covered in snow, yes? Or do you want some parts to be grassy snow?
I think that Blue Ridge Zone Act 2 is more heavily covered in snow. So I'm thinking here with Act 1, we can still have some snow, but definitely leave open some areas for some grass.
Okay. So let's see. Okay, cool. So what if I do something like this? So I definitely want to capture the ramp, and since you said leave some parts for grass, and then some parts trees, like evergreen trees.
Yeah.
So you don't want the so what kind of art direction are we going with the environment? Are we going for hyper detailed, or are we going for kind of like a cartoony base detail?
Yeah, we're going more for the cartoon based detail because our art style for the game is low poly.
Okay, cool. So I'll just draw basic looking trees here. There'll be cute looking Christmas trees though. And I always have problems drawing snow on trees because they just, it's so difficult.
Well, hey, we're getting close to that time of year.
I know, right? This
Snow
month has
covered
gone by
trees.
so fast.
Sorry. Let's see here.
Okay, let me get rid of that really quickly. Yesterday I believe it was, or the day before, there was just a horrible snowstorm over here.
Oh boy.
And nobody was expecting it to be that bad. My internet cut out so many times because it was just so much snow.
Yeah.
And I don't think nobody was really expecting it to be that bad over here. Usually when, you know, they're expecting it, there's a lot of plow trucks or you see a lot of people putting down salt. But that's why I wasn't really on yesterday, because my internet just kept going in and out.
Yeah, that was the case for me too. My internet was getting wonky for some reason.
Yeah, it was like, wow.
Yeah.
And it usually doesn't snow that early over here. We usually get snow after Christmas for these past couple of years. Let's see. And that building right next to the ramp, you want me to include that as well? Like somewhere in the background?
Right next to that curved ramp.
Yep.
Yeah. There is a model for that already made, so.
So it looks like it's right next to it, so like right there. And this ramp is more towards the end of the level, if I remember, right?
Yeah, as you can see, it's towards the back end of the level, so that can be part of the end sequence.
I just got a new idea. Because I see it curving like that. So,
yeah.
And it's on a lot of rocks here. And then these kind of look like, you know, speed boosters.
Yeah, and that's the thing though with our game, that we're not using as speed pads, so that's like one of the changes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They look just different, just design still.
Yeah.
So Tails would go like that, and this would probably be at like the edge of a cliff going into maybe a transition, kind of like from Flying Battery to damn, that other stage in Sonic 3 with the ice.
Oh, yeah.
Ice Cap.
Yeah, Ice Cap is another kind of inspiration for this. I mean, how could it not?
Right. So let's see here.
Oh my goodness. Reading the chat here.
Yeah.
Alex McGee gameplay. Rotal Ice and Cryogenic Freezer are here.
Hey, hey.
It's a secret.
Let's see. For some reason, I always want to draw Tails like on some sort of futuristic skateboard.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you mentioned that, because we are mentioning his Yellowtail Extreme Gear from Sonic Riders in some way.
Oh, so you want him to have like a board, a cool board? Yes.
Well, as a reference item, not that he'll actually use in gameplay.
Ah, okay. So I'm sure you play the Ratchet and Clank series, yes?
Yes, I have.
So, would you incorporate like some of Tails's gadgets into like a screen like that? Like, you know, in the recent Ratchet and Clank game, if you're going to transition into using a different type of power up for a weapon, if Tails has gear like that, would you have a menu screen pop up similar to that?
If we were going in the direction of using more weapons than just what he has right now with the Miles shield, then that'd be something we might consider. I mean, really, it just depends on. Yeah, really, it just depends on what exactly we're going to be able to fit in the scope of gameplay. But yeah, definitely the feeling of a game like Ratchet and Clank, that is a good reference.
Oh yeah, that's another platformer that I really, really love. Oh my gosh. Back in the day with Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
I still gotta play them. I still got the demo just did.
Oh yeah.
I was a beta tester and I never played it.
Oh, cool.
Selection wheel. Yeah, that's what Rotoless 2 just said in the chat.
Oh yes, a selection wheel. Yeah, there's my English right there. It's like the kind of idea I have is from Breath of the Wild, how you know how Link shield surfs. Maybe that would be a cool introduction to the level.
Right.
Nice, quick, fast paced.
Yeah. And that is another thing I want to touch up on as far as the level layout. And since we're talking about open world, kind of feel for level design, items are going to be scattered about in this environment, right? And there'll be plenty of things for Tails to collect, such as blue spheres. I've gone over this many times, but blue spheres, rescue flickies, collect enough rings, and one of the items that we'll have Tails collect, and this item will be scattered about throughout each level in different places, is the Miles Shield. That's something, the Miles Shield itself will be something that he'll have to find and collect before he can start using.
Ah, okay. And is there an extensive history on the Miles Shield?
Yeah, that's mainly storyline related.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
As for how the Miles Shield came about. Other than to say that Tails, of course, invented it.
Don't want to give away too much spoilers.
No, don't want to spoil too much.
That's what I got when I was working at Walmart.
Mm.
Showed it in the chat.
Okay. Ah, there we go. Ratchet and Clank. Going commando. That was the second game.
This game, and I think no, that other one I think is Jack.
Yeah. You know what? Out of the Ratchet and Clank series, I still haven't played the first one. Believe it or not, yeah.
Gasp.
I mean, I played the recent one on the PS4. I played the second and the third one, I think, and the fourth, but not the first.
You have to. That one's pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry for the guys that can't hear me because I'm actually listening to that.
Yeah.
I just
we be chill here.
I was kind of away from the microphone.
So basically, old school 90 games like that is the inspiration to building the type of game you envision, yes?
Yes. As I've said, it's just bits and pieces of games that I played in the past and what many of us have played in the past. And we're just trying to like blend it in as best we can.
So there is probably going to be a lot of hills here. because what I want to do is I want to take the building and the ramp, and I want to basically reverse it and put it on the other side, because all these hills right there in the upper background look very inspirational to a Blue Ridge Zone kind of feel.
Right.
And if we have a lot of hills like this, if he is shield surfing, let's just say for example, then there will be kind of a few places he can go here in terms of playing around with, you know, the direction of him per se, because you can have a hill here, you can have a few items there.
And since you brought it up, skating on the shield, we're in a snow level, right? So it would be like sledding.
You know, you're absolutely right. I completely forgot that existed.
Interesting. Cryogenic Gamer just made an interesting comment. Spyro plus Ratchet plus Sly plus Sonic equals Miles Prower. Is that right? I think you're definitely on the right track, Cryo.
That would be one pretty awesome game. Let's see. Can you also send the outfit again in the chat? 'Cause I don't think I saved it.
The outfit?
Yeah, Tails is just wear like his
Oh,
jacket.
the aviator.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do that. Let's see. Got one example here.
Oh, thanks. You know, if I can get 10 people watching the stream, I would call myself famous.
Yeah, your streams have been awesome, man.
Oh, thanks, man. We should definitely set up like weekly concept art streams for this this game. I would totally love to do it.
And in general too.
Of course.
I've seen you sketch up characters, and honestly, they blow me away, dude.
Oh yeah. Thanks.
Actually, if I had known you before when I was trying to make the music video, I would have used you.
What music video?
Oh, it's a concept that I did a long time ago, but I could never get anybody to help out, and kind of died out from my vision because nobody did. But it was I don't want to give too much away because I still thinking of doing it. But the person that chose to sketch for me, little concept art, let's just say you're probably maybe 30 times, maybe 100 times better than what he drew me.
Oh my god.
I've seen kids draw stick figures better than what he drew me.
Thank you so much for the compliment, man.
Well, I better up the number then if that's supposed to be a compliment.
Let's see. How old is Tails again? I know he's older, but how old is he exactly?
According to the timeline of this game, he's at the age of 16.
Because I noticed in the model, his legs do look a lot longer. So let me try to make this model. I really like the blocky aspect of the model.
Yeah.
Is that what the whole game is going for? A blocky type of aspect?
I consider our art style to be low poly, but not like too ultra low poly.
Right, right.
If you know what I mean.
That I could work with that. To be honest, I actually kind of like that.
Yeah. And shout out to Rodolus 2 for making these character models.
Whoop, whoop. Subscribe to his YouTube channel.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. YouTube promotion.
I got one that nobody looks at.
Oh, you have a channel too?
Yes.
I hardly do anything because nobody looks at it anymore.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I used to feel the same way about my YouTube, but if I get a couple of viewers, I guess that's really cool for me. As long as people are interested.
Yeah.
And it's always going to be snowing here, or?
Yeah, there's gonna be a presence of snowing.
Okay.
Because in Unity there's like a particle system feature where you can have like snowflakes, so to speak, come down on the environment.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's something I've recently been looking into.
I think this time if I get it,
Yeah.
I don't know why I love it.
Yeah. I find Unity to be, at least for me, easy to get used to.
Oh yeah, I learned it in what, less than a week.
Yeah.
Wow.
Most of the stuff.
Yeah.
I wasn't even expecting to learn it, at all.
Yeah. I really don't think it's a steep learning process for Unity. Obviously, it depends on what kind of game you're making, but
Mine was more because I was doing stuff with VR chat. I wanted to see how it works. And like I said, learning Blender actually helps a lot with learning
Yes.
Unity. A lot of the tools are almost the same, except for a couple of, like changing the view and all this and that.
Yeah.
It kept screwing with me because I kept going between Blender and Unity.
Oh yeah, I've had plenty of stories to tell about that. When it comes to getting something done in Blender, and then you import that asset into Unity, and then something happens, and you have to make adjustments and all that wonderful crap.
I'm just glad that Unity brings Blender in like just as is. Because it went from Blender to Unity straight to VR chat. So
Yeah.
that was a very good thing.
Yep.
I want to learn all these programs. I just need better RAM.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully on Black Friday there'll be some good deals.
I just need a better computer.
Same.
Yeah.
I mean, this computer's not bad. It's just that it's starting to get dated now with how much stuff they're updating with everything.
Oh yeah, I gotta love those updates.
Right. Oh my gosh. It's like they keep adding, you need more gigabytes for this update, and I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
I don't have memory for this.
I was like, I was just getting used to this, so Oh, cool. I got Blender on my school laptop, by the way. Alex McGee.
Oh, nice. Wow. Back in my day, we had those big Apple computers, those big Mac computers, the colorful ones.
Oh, those. Yeah. I remember those. Yeah.
Oh my god, we had floppy disks back then.
Yep. Those were the days.
Back in my days, I had floppy disk. You know what that is? We used to copy Doom on that.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, I did. I got my first copy of Doom because of school.
My toaster got a blender. Wow.
The one thing I think Blender needs to do, they need to make a Raspberry Pi version of their system. Just on
That could be interesting.
I don't know how they can't do it now. They say the iPad is now as powerful as a computer, so why can't they even put it on there?
Man,
Yeah.
I'm about to get an iPad though, because Photoshop, and then you have Procreate. There's a lot of really good apps.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's getting a lot better. Why is it $150 for the pencil?
Yeah.
It's crazy expensive.
Because that's a new version too. It was $100 for the other one. It's $150 for the new one.
Yeah.
Like, luckily for the new Surface products, if you already have the type cover and the pen, you don't really need to buy another one. So
Oh, yeah.
it's a good deal.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still on which one I want to buy because I do have an iPad that I use, but I'm like, I do kind of want to take Windows with me, so it's like, what do I get next? But I don't also want a Surface either because it doesn't have the power I need for when I do Blender.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I got a gaming laptop right now. That's the only reason why I'm doing Blender so well now.
Like, I should have gotten maybe the Surface Book, because you can still detach the keyboard and draw on it normal, like the Surface Pro. But I'm really looking to get the Mobile Studio Pro. Oh my gosh, but that is super duper expensive.
Yeah.
You guys know what that is, right?
Yeah.
I think I've seen that one. I'm not sure if that's the same.
Yeah, and speaking of Blender again, they have this new version coming out, 2.8, which I've been keeping an eye on.
I cannot get the feel of it yet. I've tried.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I still like the old.
Some people are kind of sort of complaining about 2.8.
Yeah. I mean, I like the idea of it, but I don't like how much they changed so fast.
Yeah. And the amount of changes they made.
Yeah.
Did they allow you to save your interface workspace? Like if you move stuff around to make it more comfortable?
Yeah, that automatically when you save the file.
Yeah.
If you want it to start up that way, you can do a startup. I'm not sure if the new one has that though. I haven't looked at it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know they have it when you save the file. I just don't know about the startup. But I have seen people, and I'm still trying to figure it out, use 2.8 and make it look like 2.79.
Yeah.
I'm still confused at that.
I heard there is a way that you can keep the Blender 2.79 shortcuts, maps like the keys and all that in 2.8, but I still haven't dug into that yet.
Yeah. One thing I don't like, and it's because I really don't need the power of cycles, is that you don't have Blender render anymore.
Yeah.
That's one thing I really don't like about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, Rotowist 2 just said this. You can keep your preference settings between versions.
I tried to install it. I just opened it. It doesn't even come with an exe file. Confused. Unzip it and you open it in the file folder. Or is there something I'm missing? Am I even up? Do these guys even hear me? I'm starting to wonder.
No, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you, but I think you're just competing with my background music.
Oh, that's right. You have music on. I can't forget all about that.
Yeah, I put the music on mute here when watching the video.
Let me actually listen to myself.
Ooh, another really cool idea. He could like bounce off of the
Yeah.
trees.
Oh,
Yeah. Alex Mickey is saying we can barely hear you.
Yeah, I listened to myself. Let's see if this is
Oh,
better.
this is
now.
much better.
There we go.
Yeah, I pulled my microphone closer to me.
Yeah. Yep.
Usually in regular calls, you guys can hear me fine.
Yeah. Hey, Katan. Is there a way to post the link to this stream on the Legacy server?
Oh, I already did that.
Did?
Yeah, I posted it in
Where's
general chat.
Oh,
Oh, general.
Oh.
I didn't. Oh, cool. Okay.
Let's see. Cool. Could have little penguin Easter eggs that you can throw off a cliff.
There will be penguins. Gosh. Yeah.
So I should ask, since he was talking about the low poly earlier, are we gonna do the levels like that too, and not just the characters?
Yeah.
Okay.
Want to keep it in that kind of mode where it's not ultra detailed or anything like that.
All right.
Okay, let's see. Don't want to have it too big because then it will defeat the purpose of distance. And I'm also using your trees as a reference here for a
Yep.
tree right there.
Yep, those trees part of that asset pack.
Yeah.
Yep.
I still gotta remember if I got those or not. I think those are the ones I used. But then I ended up making my own palm trees.
Yeah.
My VR chat level.
Yeah, recently you made a sweet Metal Tails model, Rocks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was really cool.
I actually had to fix it because in the pictures you guys wouldn't even notice it. But I guess I must have pulled a vertex and messed up one of the whiskers on the side, the metal whiskers. And I'm like, because when I started making Nicole, I actually used her head, or his head, I should say, for the
Yeah.
model.
Ooh.
And that's when I noticed the vertex. I'm like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, holy cow, this is so messed up. So I actually had I didn't remake it. I basically deleted the ones that were like way off and just like smoothed it out.
Yeah.
So that fixed it. But I was just like, holy cow, I never even noticed this. I had to fix 2 models because of that. Yeah, the Metal Nicole. Oh, well, actually, I should say Mecha Nicole I made. Mecha Nicole and wait. Yes, I said Nicole.
So Nicole is gonna be with Tails all the time. Like he will have like a watch and Nicole will be on there. Like a gadget.
Why do I feel he has a cape on in that picture you just drew?
Oh, a cape. I'm trying to draw like his tails propelling him faster.
Oh no, I know that's the tail, but I just have a feel that he has a cape on.
Oh, that would be cool.
You know, like the Archie comics when he had the cape
super
a while
tail.
back?
Oh yeah.
He just has that feel right there.
Let's see. Back at this.
What is this with Nicole? There's a Tails one, but Nicole.
Let me try to draw the shield a little bit.
In case people are wondering what we were talking about with Tails. I'll post it. Nicole one. Since somebody likes Nicole.
Oh my god, the shirtless dancing Eggman. So far, I had about 3 cups of coffee today. Not bad.
How many?
3.
2 already.
Oh.
I had 2, and it depends on what you mean cups. Because I had 16 ounces each.
Damn.
You know, seriously, I thought I kind of misheard you. I thought you said 30.
Oh gosh.
I'd probably be dead.
He'll be with the eyes popping out like Jim Carrey's old character he used to play.
My ears.
Then I can try out for the Eggman role.
Let me tell you something.
I usually have about 5 shots of espresso a day. Usually coffee does not do much. And I'm so used to it.
Flex City, huh?
I mean, seriously, I feel buzzed after I drink 2 cups of coffee a day.
Ooh. Like right now, I'm drinking matcha, which has caffeine in it.
Matcha.
Yeah, I got this coffee that my mom got from work. It's supposed to be packaged and all from veterans. The coffee, 5 pounds, is like $77.
Oh yeah.
But since they buy it from work in bulk, I guess she got it for like half.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, it was like she's like I bought them both for like $77. Or for $70-something, and I looked on the website and it's like $77 just for the one. Living coffee creatures. I've
Crowd.
never seen that one. I don't think I ever seen those guys. Then again, I really never watched the regular show much at all.
Yeah.
Same.
All that I know is just featuring a blue jay and a raccoon. That's it.
I mean, I've watched a couple, but I haven't watched them like religiously.
Yeah.
I'm not really into the newer generation of Cartoon Network shows and Nickelodeon shows.
Yeah.
I just feel like most shows nowadays lack a sense of emotion when connecting to the viewers. Because I know it's more towards children, but back in the 90s, we had a lot of moments in cartoon shows that really made the feels go.
Yeah. Yeah, I think sometimes cartoons today miss the mark because they try to do too much, really.
Yes, agreed.
I think the last one that I even got zealous into was what is it called? Final Space. Made these guys watch all episodes. And then there's gonna be a new season because they did so well. It's supposed to be, I think, next year sometime. I'm actually in their server too.
Ooh. to use some nice, because I'm looking at this art book and a lot of the concepts have like pastel effects on them. I think that would be a really cool way of coloring some of these concepts with, like, you know, Breath of the Wild used that nice watercolor look to it / pastel. That's something I would like to do.
You know, as a kid, I always used to love sketching and drawing stuff.
Same.
I mean, that was like one of the main things I would do during the day, is just sketch up a lot of crap.
Oh my gosh, watch Dragon Ball Z and then draw.
Yeah. That's how it was in the late 90s, early 2000s for me.
Cryogenic is asking, what is your favorite cartoon guy?
Cartoon character? I mean, I think he means.
Damn. There's so much cartoons that I've watched in my day. Damn. Okay, cartoon, like American, because if you want to incorporate anime, then it makes it harder.
Oh, he didn't say anime, so.
Yeah, Alex, he didn't say anime.
Just show. Like what cartoon show?
Well, I guess The Last Airbender is a cartoon show since it was made here in the West, so I guess Zuko would be my favorite just because he had the most character development, and he was a character that I can relate to a lot because he went through a lot of struggles with finding himself and coming to terms with, you know, just what he had to do and let go. Him feeling like he can let go of, you know, his inner turmoil and stop being in the Fire Nation shadow and his father's shadow. It was just really cool to connect with a character like that.
Yeah. Oh gosh, cryogenic.
I never heard of that. I've never heard of that word before.
What is that word?
American anime.
American anime.
So does that not count?
Jeez. We gotta go old school. I would say I watched He-Man a lot.
Oh my gosh, yes. Gargoyles was one of my favorite show.
I didn't get much into them at that time. I mean, I did watch a couple of those. Transformers, of course, was a big one.
Oh, one classic that I always seem to enjoy was Batman the Animated Series.
Yes.
The one, yeah, that has to be the one with what's his name? That played the Joker.
Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget his name all of a sudden.
And Kevin Conroy's Batman.
Yeah. To me, after that, it just died out.
Yeah, basically.
I really liked Justice League Unlimited. It was very nicely animated. The characters were on point. I really liked that show. I guess my favorite cartoon character can be Batman or Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm. Gosh, I watched the actual Wonder Woman show. That, The $1 Million Man. If we want to go live action.
Oh.
Spider-Man I was okay with, not too much. I would say I rather watch the X-Men.
Same.
Spider-Man, the one with Jubilee, not the other one. I don't know what it was, but I think that one was probably still the best animated TV for X-Men.
Dude, that
Probably
X-Men was amazing.
Yeah, that really. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's still the most popular one out of them all. they did such a good job, but they just killed. Well, it's like what happened to Jubilee after that? They killed her off, kind of. They brought her and killed her off. Hey, that sounds like a Sonic comic.
Oops.
But yeah, I mean that one's probably another favorite. I don't know which other one. I don't know about the X-Men 2010. I think this was the 1990s, right? That the one with Jubilee.
I believe so, or maybe early 2000s. I'm not really sure.
That got me thinking.
It could have been.
The 2010 I think is like way out. 1992.
Oh wow.
90s was a good decade.
You're absolutely right. Great time to be alive.
Oh gosh, can't even forget the Turtles. That was another
Yeah.
good one.
Yes.
Another good
Oh my
one.
gosh.
I gotta admit that I did watch Naruto, but I can't put that one still in my favorites. Even though I did watch it a lot.
I enjoyed it. Like, I read the manga before the show even aired over
Yeah,
here.
I started doing the manga because my brother got me into reading mangas before the show. So after like halfway through the show, I started reading the manga because I was like, man, I am so delayed. They're like way ahead in the mangas than the show. So I started getting into that, then I kind of died out on that too.
Yeah.
I mean, I could put a lot more animes before I put in Naruto. I mean, especially Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh yes. Oh my gosh.
That still would top it before I would say Naruto is the top.
It's one of the best animes in my opinion.
Then you got Ghost in the Shell.
Oh yes. Oh, the one with Scarlett Johansson?
No, I mean, Cartoon. Gosh, nobody wants to see that one. Really? I wasn't even happy when they announced her. And it wasn't because of the whole other issue that everybody was bringing up. It was just, I didn't see it in her to be, what's her name again?
I haven't watched the show in so long.
Was she a lieutenant or what was she, captain or what is? God, I can't even think of her name now. God, I haven't watched it in so long.
Right?
Was it the Major? What was her name? Now I can't even think of it. But I mean, the movies were great too. That what is it called? The second one. That one freaking. There was that part where it was that loop in the movie. I don't know if you guys seen it. But that part was like confusing the fuck out of me when I saw it in the theater. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Like, I didn't want to waste $16.
It's actually a good movie. It was just like, that was one of those points where I was actually kind of tired, and they started looping some stuff. And I was like, wait, what's going on here? I thought I was like starting to daydream or something.
Yeah.
Are you guys really getting into a debate about Naruto in the chat now?
That's how it goes sometimes. Goes right into anime.
There's so many animes I wish I could continue on. I just like have no time anymore. I just stopped watching them.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back into them, but some anime like One Piece, it's impossible.
Yeah, there's too many out there now. Yeah, One Piece. I mean, the one I really liked and I wished Cartoon Network was it Cartoon Network? I think, or Adult Swim or whichever.
Toonami.
I can't remember which one it was on. It was Case Closed.
Mm.
Me and my friend were watching that religiously. Every day was a new one on. And then all of a sudden I went to his house and I'm like, we're waiting for it, and then something else is playing. We're like, well, is it the wrong time? And that's when we found out they canceled the show. Like, really?
Oh,
Damn.
wow.
And then I tried to do the subs. I could not do the Japanese voices. They
Ooh.
sucked on that anime. I mean, I bought 2 volumes, and I only watched one. Well, actually, I didn't even watch one full episode. I watched a half an episode, and I bought this years ago, and I still have not watched the rest.
Eesh.
So I wasted my money big time on those.
That is very sad.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
I guess-
Naruto.
Oh, don't go there.
Whatever.
I guess sometimes there are like some animes that are better voiced with the English dub than they are with the original Japanese voice.
Yeah.
You know, that is the case sometimes.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to think of Inuyasha original the voiceovers.
Mm.
I still need to see the second half of that when they continued it. Like that, I still need to watch the Full Metal Alchemist. Gosh, what? The second one for the Dovier or whatever. I got tons of stuff that I want to watch and I have no time for it anymore.
Yeah.
I can't even keep up on my TV shows that I'm watching now. So I end up doing something else while I'm trying to watch them.
Little patches of grass here.
And since I'm looking at this sketch right now, Catan, might as well bring this up. Obviously, there will be like enemy placement throughout the level. And let's see here. Just want to give you at least one hint here of the kinds of enemies that Tails will be seeing in each level.
Mm-hmm.
That's the typical battle cuckoo scout.
Oh, it's Bean's counterpart.
Possibly.
He wasn't he in IDW?
Oh my gosh.
IEW Sonic reference.
Dragon Ball I never got into either.
Dragon Ball?
Yeah,
The original.
My brother tried getting me into those because him and my nephew ended up doing like watching each episode, and I just couldn't get into it still.
Yeah.
I've never been a big fan of Dragon Ball. I mean, I don't mind watching it, I just haven't been a big fan.
I watched all the Dragon Ball series. Obviously the one that everybody didn't like was GT.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, at the time I thought it was like a normal like Dragon Ball whatever continuation, but I really didn't like it. I like Dragon Ball, like it was cool, but Dragon Ball Z was really like when the Cell Saga ended, I feel like that's when the whole series should have ended. But I really liked how they wanted to incorporate Goten and Trunks in the next saga. It was really cool.
Oh, that.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Oh, that. I really enjoy some of the movies, like Fusion Reborn. Oh my god, it's a really good movie. The Broly's movies were really good. Actually, I'm so excited for the new Broly movie. Can't wait to see that.
I'm waiting for somebody's reaction to that.
It's inevitable.
Yeah, talking about Naruto and Dragon Ball Z decides always to make a conversation.
But I couldn't get into Dragon Ball Super at first. The animation was just not correct. There was a couple of episodes that I did like from the Android 17 saga, and the Trunks saga was cool. But it's like I didn't really agree with the kind of art direction that they were going for.
Right.
Because I feel like Dragon Ball Z is a fighting... It's a very shonen styled cartoon. It's an anime. But when they decided to pull back a lot on some of the shading and some obvious mistakes, like in one of the episodes where they drew Goku's hand backwards, and sometimes they don't look as serious as they want to portray them, it was very disappointing for a long-term fan. But the art direction with the new movie, from what I've seen, looks very, very like Dragon Ball.
You know what? I smile every time I see that nickname of yours, Kit Katan Bar.
Oh my gosh.
Because that was the thing I kind of started.
I would like for somebody to draw my character just holding one of them.
The Kit Kat bar.
Yeah, like a Kit Katon bar.
It only costs 20 rings.
20 rings? That's a ripoff.
Still wondering if Zell's watching still. I haven't seen him chat in a while. I know he was chatting at the beginning.
Oh my.
Dynamics now?
Oh boy.
I'll be right back, y'all.
Oh, okay.
After these messages, we'll be right back. Looking good so far, though.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, when he gets back, I'll let him know I posted another picture of an enemy type.
Yeah, I saw that.
So, is it still snowing out over there, Rocks?
I can't really see out there right now.
Okay.
I have to put my desk out of the way and
Yeah,
go
never
to the
mind.
window. I'm on a rolling laptop desk.
Yeah.
The only thing I hate is now that I got this new carpet in my room, well, old
Yeah.
carpet, but new to me, is
Oh.
that I can't roll the desk that great on it because it's not it used to have it just plain floor here.
Yeah.
Now I got carpet, it's like, I can't roll it.
Yeah. Alex McGee gameplay just asked, "How are you, Fox?" Yeah, everybody in the chat, I just want to let you guys know that I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be doing just fine. I'm just chilling out today and shooting the breeze with friends. Yep. Just taking it easy for the rest of November. So. Cryogenic Gamer just said, "Everything is covered in white where I'm at." Yeah, he's in like upstate New York somewhere, so
Oh yeah, weren't they supposed to have a bad storm?
Oh, it's always pretty bad in Buffalo.
One Piece fans, I'm guessing Dragon Ball Z event. All the main Dragon Ball Z people were working on One Piece while the whole time they were not used to the style. Yeah, the funny thing is I actually like one of the characters from One Piece, Chomper.
Yeah.
I actually have yet to watch a full episode.
Oh, that's always been my experience trying to get into cartoons.
Yeah.
It's like I'll try to keep up to date with a string of episodes, and then I'll just like poop out.
Yeah. And who's both in Buffalo?
I assume Alex said himself in cryo.
Oh, yeah. I'm all the way by Chicago.
Yep.
It was funny, last Thursday it wasn't even supposed to snow, and yet we got snow. Supposed to be the warmest day of the week, and yet it ended up being colder. Really. I was planning on going to shorts to my appointment that I had.
Oh yeah.
Put sweatpants over my shorts just to go there.
Yeah, I gotta bundle up in this cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool that we're getting like more visuals of this.
Yeah.
Because like I said earlier, a good chunk of the buildings have already been made for this this place, Blue Ridge Zone Act 1. It's just really coming down to the land. So
yeah, like I said, I would rather do that in Unity itself.
Yeah.
Because it would be easier to manipulate in there.
Yeah.
I think there is some free land tools to make. I know I had one before, but that one was a little bit more complex.
Yeah.
But to do low poly, I don't know if I could change the res or not. I gotta see what the tool had again. I remember it was very complex, and as soon as I started moving things, it started getting weird.
Yeah. There was this one feature. I'm not sure if it's the same one you're talking about, but one feature that's called Pro Builder, where
Go ahead,
Pro Builder, where you can just make objects right there in Unity.
Yeah. I wish they would get with Blender Foundation and integrate Blender right into it. If they could do something like that, that would be so awesome. I mean, it's not that much of a time difference to just import, because like I said, with the way I did everything, all I did was open the file in Blender, save it, and then just go right back into Unity, and it was already imported in there.
Exactly.
I mean, it doesn't take that much time, but if they could actually have it integrated into Unity, it would be a little bit more of a time saver.
Yeah, because many game projects have that already. They implement Blender models for their games.
Yeah. But if they could actually have it right in there, that would be very
available right from the start. Yeah.
Blazing Unity.
I'm back, by the way.
Yeah. By the way, I forgot about that. Don't tell Rodolus.
Oh.
I was supposed to check that again last night, and I even told you about that too yesterday in the call.
Yes, you did.
I totally forgot again because I had things come up. Yeah, I had things come up when I was gonna actually look at it yesterday, so I wasn't able to check it yet again.
Yeah. Oh, that's me too, dude. Don't worry about it. Oh, by the way, Catan, I posted another picture of an enemy type. That little penguin dude.
He's adorable.
Yep.
He looks like
You'll
he
be
bounces.
Yep. You'll be seeing him in Blue Ridge Zone.
Full screen start menu, but I just actually just started putting it back on.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Now they're talking about Blaze dabbing.
Yeah, I'm opening Unity right now, Rosalys.
Oh.
Because I forgot. Actually, Roadless, message me in Discord if you can. What was I supposed to type in? It's been so long, I forgot. I was actually going to message you too about that yesterday.
I'm looking through some of the pictures of the enemies we've made for our game. Oh man, they make me laugh. Crownjet Gamer's like, Fox, I understood that reference.
That's if everyone can still hear me in the crowd.
Mm.
Hey, rotate my mic a little.
Yep. Can you guys hear us? Hey chat, can you guys hear us?
Can you hear us?
Hello.
Mute myself really quick so I can fix the mic.
I had another idea.
Yeah.
Where somewhere in the mountains there'll be like a cave, almost like a underground cavern of some sorts, and it'll be just like pure ice, probably nice reflections around, maybe like a secret area where you have to find or fall into.
Yeah. Well, we are definitely having cave like openings and caverns and stuff like that in the next location, which would be Quartz Quadrant. We're definitely having it there.
Let me see.
You messaged me.
Yeah.
So I'm sure this game is going to be completely a PC game, yes?
Yes, PC.
Ever consider on doing a mobile port?
Mm, not at the moment.
I heard from some people that it's easier and cheaper to develop games for mobile devices. I considered on doing something like that once, but me and codes and numbers and equations don't exactly mix.
Yeah.
Oh, it would be cool if they were like icicles on here.
Oh. Oof. Yeah, sometimes Unity does that.
I see some bushes like that in the background. I like the way this is looking so far. This music is really helping.
Yeah.
It's like he was like right there near the end, and of course the green bar stops moving.
Yeah. Had that happen to me sometimes too.
Still, it's actually still moving. It's just very slowly.
Yeah.
Does that program crash sometimes and you lose all your progress?
I actually haven't had it crashed. The only time I think it did crash though, it's kind of actually hard to lose your progress in there because the way I mostly do everything is in Blender.
Yeah.
And then you're just really just sorting everything out in there, so you
Yeah.
don't really lose much.
Yeah. Yeah. One key thing to remember when it comes to Unity and I know this from experience when I was just first starting out with it, is that you do not copy and re-import C# scripts.
No.
You just do not put more of the same script in your Unity game build, because that is a surefire way of screwing it up. You know. So don't do that, everybody at home.
Recipe for disaster.
Yes.
Gosh.
And that's one of the many stories as to why I don't like C# programming.
Maybe you could use some of those as models in what they just posted in Silver Team Decent Topic. Antoine the Ant.
What? What? Oh man.
Oh my
Good.
gosh. these days.
Antoine, yeah, I get it. I'm Antoine the Ant, yo.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even know what made me look at the chat. I just did.
There's always something going on with the Silver Team, dude.
Oh yeah. This one, yeah, this one we got. Now I gotta see which one we should use. Use this please. Holy cow, she's big.
Oh,
My crudds is up to her ankle. Oh, okay. No, it's just perspective. Okay. I was about to say, holy cow, she's this large. Forget which is the focus. She is tall. Holy cow. Animations I could actually use on her. That's what was the whole thing.
let me see.
Yeah, I could almost move almost all her stuff. It looks like her left eye, her right eye. Coat. I don't know what armature's on her coat, but you have one.
So, in every level design at Catan, there are like designated spots for like where certain things should go. And I'm talking about like gameplay things.
Mm-hmm.
For example, there'll be like a flicky ring, where after Tails successfully rescues flickies, he'll drop them off in this flicky ring. So we will have like a designated spot for that somewhere on the level. And when I mean flicky ring, I mean pretty much what you saw in a past game like Sonic 3D Blast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he'll go somewhere, save the flickies, and then return them to this ring that will probably transport them somewhere safe, right?
A drop-off point, if you will.
Yeah. So the part where he goes to rescue the flickies, it should be like an
The
open.
flickies, yeah, the flickies in each level, they'll be like trapped inside either, some sort of glass containers.
Mm.
It'll be up to Tails to obviously break them free.
And you have to find them, right? They're not just like in
Yes.
plain sight. So will there be?
In most cases, yes.
So will there be some sort of radar, like the Knuckles radar?
No, I don't think we'd be doing that exactly. In most cases, these flickies will be like defended by enemies, and yeah, and also, yeah, we could have it where Tails will literally have to like throw bombs at these containers to, break free the flickies.
Mm.
Something of
Let's
that
see.
variety.
Yeah, it looks like most of Rodolph's shape keys have actually transferred into Unity.
Yay!
So that actually does work. Just I can't move any of his shape keys to test it in Blender because he has what do you call it, drivers attached to them, and it doesn't allow me to move it.
But when testing them out in Unity, are they there?
Yeah, it's actually letting me add the property. Let me see about actually making it move and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to figure out what's what now. I don't know what's what. The eyes I probably don't want to do. Let's try bottom mid shape. I'm not sure which this is.
Yeah, that's a good question, Cryo. I'd imagine that if you get hit, you don't have to recollect them, and he means the flickies. Yeah, I mean, definitely we can go either way with that, but personally for me, I prefer that after Tails rescues the flickies, that they'll be just safe, even after he gets hit. But yeah, that depends on and how we want to roll with that.
It's even harder when it's not your model and you gotta figure out what's what.
Right. So Zeus just said, so what's up? Yep, you're still going through sketching.
Oh yeah, the ceiling is up, the sky is up. There's a lot of things that are up, like the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
You don't know want to know what's up in the airplane.
Oh.
Actually, I'm not sure I can actually control the shape keys. I think that's because of what he has attached on there. I mean, I'm getting the shape key properties, so I'm just not seeing where I can actually control the shape key itself. Raw materials, receive shadows, enabled. I think, like I said, I think it's because he has the, what do you call it, the driver attached.
Yeah.
So it's transferring correctly.
So I'm assuming it would be different had there not been a driver attached to it.
Yeah, what we were trying to do is just trying to get the model directly from what he already had, so he didn't have to do all that other stuff.
Mm.
But that's only the Patreon. Let me see what his other models have. And see what, if anything's different with the other ones.
So Alex McGee just asked, so how many collectibles are there exactly? And as far as collectibles go, our main sources of collectibles at this time would be the blue spheres, flickies via rescuing them, and the golden rings, obviously a clear Sonic staple. And there'll be missions that Tails will have to collect a certain amount of rings as well. And really, that aside from the memento items, which are like flashback items, where after Tails collects them, there'll be like some sort of scene activated, where it just describes, you know, a past event of Tails' life. And for those of you who haven't been, been keeping up to date, that's like one of our cool features we're gonna have in our game. Yeah, like I said, aside from the memento items that will be like available in each Act 2 of each location, that is about it for collectibles. Okay, for a second I thought we were doing like 10 things at once there. No, we're not doing that, Alex.
Nah, just 9.
Oh, what was that? That other thing. I do that too, dude.
So I remember when I used to play there was this Naruto game called Uzumaki Chronicles, where they had small little clearings here. Like there would be an infinite amount of enemy spawns per se, and then you have to defeat all of them, and then you get something. So I was thinking, what if with the Flicky situation, there was just a little clearing here, and enemies were guarding this box.
Yes.
With this clearing you had to find, and it's like enclosed with all these ridges. Blue ridges.
I'm bad at making puns myself.
Oh.
Yes, I'm no stranger to that. Oh, and here's another enemy that we could be seeing at Blue Ridge Zone.
He has no eyes.
It's Frostbiter. It's it's a robotic enemy.
That looks like my nightmare right there.
Well, at least it's not like that one thing, the knife from Celeste.
Oh my gosh.
For those of you at the Sonic Legacy server, you know that.
I'm literally almost done. I think somehow I lost a page, and I can't find it nowhere on my computer. Wow. I don't know if I accidentally saved, like, overwritten the file, but it's just like, what? I need to start putting my stuff in folders.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get some cool things going, just in case if you want to do any conventions. Like, I was at the Fan Jam basically representing Sonic Legacy, but it would be cool if we can go to like some video game conventions with like stickers of the logo or something, or Tails. That would be cute.
Oh, that would certainly be nice, yeah.
I never really thought about being in the gaming industry in terms of doing concept art or character designing and whatnot. I always just thought my passion lied with comics.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that how far comics could possibly take me, even though video games is like a huge part of my life and I love it so much.
Yeah.
It's like I never thought about becoming, like, being invested in the game industry, like, in that way.
Yeah. Oh, there certainly are parts of game dev teams that need concept artists. So,
I mean, this is a cool project to open doors for a lot of people. Because you don't necessarily have to have a degree for these things. You just have to have the skills.
yeah. I mean, having degrees and accomplishments like that, I mean, they certainly help,
Yeah.
but not everyone, you know, goes the same way, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I think the guys at Insomniac Games, when they first started, they dropped out of college to pursue making video games full time.
Yeah.
And, you know, everybody starts in their parents' basement and whatnot.
Yeah. And I do think it's kind of overblown in a way, how some game dev companies are like, you have to have, you know, this much experience or this much experience, you know, having a bachelor's degree or, you know, advanced degrees, whatever.
Right. Like, I tell people all the time, like, yes, I want to be a full-time comic artist and I want to work in the creative industry, but it's not that easy. In this day and age, you gotta know people to get you in, or you have to spend an ample amount of money on these colleges that people don't have that kind of money to get these degrees.
Yeah. Not everyone does.
Right. Another thing that a lot of people don't know is that you have a set amount of loans that the financial aid is able to give you before your money totally runs out, and then you have to start taking out personal loans.
Right.
I had to discover that myself because basically my high school was pushing me to go to college like right away, but I believe I made the smart decision of waiting and doing more research before I started to jump into any college for no reason.
Mm-hmm. When dealing with such things like that, I feel like, you know, people need to really pick and choose their battles, economically speaking.
Right.
You know? Because yeah, it'd be cool, it'd be great to have such, you know, accomplishment you're gonna hang on your wall saying, hey, I have this kind of degree doing this, but you know, it's not the end of the world if you don't have that, you know.
Exactly. Like, not to deter people from pursuing, you know, education. If that's something you want to do, then go for it. But you know, you would have to find a job like immediately after college to pay off those loans, or maybe your parents are trying to kick you out if you don't find, you know, a job or don't continue to go to school or something like that.
And sometimes, you know, it works the other way around for people, where they have to get a job first, and then when they build themselves up and they get accomplished, then it's okay for them to have some sort of schooling.
Right.
You know.
Like, I think the path that I chose right now is okay. Like, I'm working a full-time job that I don't like, of course, but I'm also trying to pursue art professionally by taking on projects and whatnot, keeping myself busy by also earning a full-time income. I think this is a pretty balanced lifestyle. And then, oh my gosh, I used to fail high school so bad. So I don't think college is right for me.
Well, I'm saying, well, thankfully for me, I managed to dodge a lot of laser blasts, if you will, by being homeschooled.
Oh, so you didn't get bullied. That's good.
Nope. Yeah, considering my situation, it was probably for the best.
So did you ever go to college, Fox?
I basically took some like online college courses, but I never actually went to an actual college campus. So
you have a degree?
you have a what?
A degree, like an associate's or
Statement of accomplishment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's nothing grand or anything, but I do have a couple things.
I went to the School of Visual Arts in New York. for continuing education. Basically, there is no math and English and science or whatever. You're just going there to acquire skills. So I went there for 3 years to take on professional sequential art classes that I paid out of pocket a lot of money for. And it's good. The only thing is that they don't help you after the program with job placements if you wanted to go that route after spending, you know, a lot of money doing one class a week for about 4 months.
Yeah, and let's not forget the issue of college debt.
Yes.
You know?
So at the
That's
time,
a
I
big
made
thing.
sure that I had enough money before
Right.
I went into that decision.
Right.
I mean, it would have been nice if they gave me job placement so I wouldn't be working somewhere where I'm obviously like not needed.
Right.
Because customer service jobs are the easiest jobs to get. They are also the type of jobs that, you know, a lot of people don't respect.
Right.
And ever since working in customer service, I've cautiously tell myself to be a little bit more considerate towards people who work in that type of field, because you get a lot of really disgusting and hateful people on a daily basis sometimes.
Yes. Yeah, that's the thing, you know, whenever people go out to their jobs, you know, there's always going to be like, you know, bad apples out there, you know.
Right.
Just really hateful attitudes, and you know, and other people are like, I don't care what you do, I'm just gonna do this or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
I've experienced a lot of that though.
Right. Sometimes it just can be, don't want to talk to anybody because you already exhausted your voice enough and already had to deal with enough people.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever worked in coffee, but 99% of the time you're just screaming at the top of your lungs, calling out people's drinks, and they would just be standing there like having a
What kind of
full-blown...
coffee? Yeah.
Oh, it's like a specialty coffee shop, so we treat it more professional than Starbucks. Like we use scales, we use different blends of coffee and whatnot.
Right.
And I guess it's kind of good for me because I can be creative with drawing on coffee, you know, latte art. And I really enjoy that. But it's like when I have to scream at the top of my lungs every day, and when I'm trying to, you know, talk to somebody trying to get their order and they're not giving me direct eye contact, or somebody's on their phone, or somebody's having a conversation with their group, it's just like it can be mentally frustrating and exhausting.
Yeah, I just think in the workforce these days, people really need to start being more courteous.
Yes.
To start being more respectful towards each other.
Yeah, Starbucks employees, like sometimes I stand by some Starbucks stores and they have to do a lot of things, first of all, and they don't get paid enough. Like the New York minimum wage is gonna go up to 15, I think, by January, but right now it's at 12. They don't get paid enough money to do the type of work that they do, and it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, Rodolus says I worked retail for years. Yeah. Proximity to a Starbucks. I've heard countless stories of retail stores.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, horror stories, if you will.
Oh my gosh, I've had mental breakdowns before. Like, sometimes I would have to excuse myself because it's just like, sometimes you just really want to scream at people. Like, a lot of times I've gotten cursed out for things that were just out of my power. And
Yeah.
sometimes you just gotta take a step back and breathe.
Yeah.
Try getting death threats.
Oh my god.
I've actually had a lady and a guy do that.
Oh boy.
That's crazy.
I mean, seriously, it's just a cup of coffee or whatever you're buying at the store, you know?
Right. The graveyard shift? Oof. You can't do that over here.
Oh, I had it rough in the early mornings. Trust me.
I would feel very unsafe working graveyard shifts. Actually, especially when I have to walk sometimes, because we have to be there at 6 a.m. to open the store. So I would have to leave my house by like 4:30. There are a lot of crazy people over here.
Oh, yeah.
And you know the homeless rate for New York is really high up there. So
Yeah.
sometimes you see a lot of things that you don't want to see.
Yep, not pleasant. Ooh, I'm liking that. Liking how the trees are formed.
Oh, thanks.
Kind of sort of reminds me of like a ice cream cone kind of thing, but no, but I like that. I like that.
Dude, I can totally relate to you.
About what?
Oh, Rodalice in the chat?
Yeah. People are crazy and drunk and trying to steal stuff all the time, yeah. And when are they not drunk? You know?
One of these days we need to all sit down and I can tell you my horror stories of the years in Walmart.
Yeah, we
Ooh.
should do that. We should-
Because I probably need a whole other hour and a half.
Yeah.
2 hours.
Walmart? I've seen some videos about a lot of
Oh man.
yeah, a lot of
Customers
crazy.
that show up. Oh.
Some of those videos are just people trying to put themselves on video.
Well, even so, it's pretty dumb.
But when you don't know when it's actually happening, that's when it does. But when people are recording it, sometimes they do that shit just for video.
I know.
Yeah. Like, you're not gonna give me what I want, then I'm going to record your face and yada yada
I
yada.
actually had to go to court when I was security there at Walmart for a guy punching out the what do you call it, the credit card machine.
What?
Yeah, we had to follow him to his car to get his license plates. I had to go to court for it.
That's
Oh, wow.
I was
crazy.
security at the time. Yeah, completely broke it.
Ah.
And he did it. I guess what it was is because he didn't take his medication that day. I mean, I can't go to full details because of being a court case.
Right.
Well, that's not surprising, really.
It was just like,
Wow. Okay, let's see. Are there gonna be any badniks in here? Like the orange ones?
Oh. Yeah, the cool thing that bumper engine, hedge physics, those things, the cool thing that comes with those is that they already have their own badniks. Like,
Ooh.
the typical ones, like the motobugs and the gun beetles. So it's very likely that we will incorporate those badniks into the game somehow.
Mm.
Just not serving Eggman, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
They could be serving Dexter's Laboratory.
Or in this case, the Balbert Armada or gun.
If I get enough subscribers or enough Patreons to like provide myself an income on the internet, I can definitely cut back on my hours significantly.
Yeah.
That's a dream for every artist, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Hopefully all this work pays off.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty interesting. Geography, you know, rocks, Chicago, Yucatan, New York. Me, I'm right in between the Columbus, Ohio area, so
Yeah.
plenty of action going on in all three cities.
Mm-hmm. What's the snow really bad over there by where you live?
Where I live, not really, but definitely as you get more towards the, you know, upper Cleveland area of Ohio, that's where the snow really starts coming down.
Oh.
When you get to that, like, Canton, Akron, and then north, you know, that kind of area, that's where the snow starts hitting.
Right.
At least that's what I've heard.
I don't think anybody's around my area. Just in the team, at least that I know of.
Oh. So, Rox, how do you like this sketch so far?
Oh, let me
That's
zoom
cool.
out. The trees.
Yeah, I'm like, if we get visuals like this for our level designers, it will, you know, it will give our level designers, you know, a better idea of what to expect in our designs.
Hmm.
Okay. So you're gonna be headed out soon, Rox?
Yeah, I gotta get going.
Okay. Gotta run some errands or something.
Yeah, plus I gotta get ready for the day. I haven't really gotten ready yet.
Okay.
That's alright, man.
Well, hope these sketches help, and for the level design.
Yeah. Oh, they helped a lot, of course.
Yeah. I'm glad we could do this, you know, together.
Yes,
you
we
know.
need to do it more often.
Yes.
Yeah, just remember to send me the final, whatever you finish it.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
post them all in the server.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Yeah, we just keep it basic like this, you know, simple sketches like this,
Yeah.
where our level designers can visualize. Okay, this is where this goes. This is where we put rings. This is where we put springs, dash rings, whatever. So
Yeah. Like I said, I'll do that actually in Unity because, like I said, I can always go back and forth from Blender from there.
right.
What I used to do, what I did with the one when I did it for VR chat. What
Yeah.
I did was I set a blank Blender file up that I just renamed in Unity, and then I just opened the file so it automatically has the name already when it's in Blender.
Right.
So that's all I did with that. And then of course you guys got your models. Oh, you can just slide that into the same folder. Just
Right.
drag and drop, really. Rola says he wants to get in there next time.
Get in on chat with us.
So that's what it sounds like to me.
Oh yeah, you should
that'd
add
be
him to
nice.
the group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I could add him right now if he wants to.
Rotorless, you want to take my place?
Let's see here. Why not?
Yeah, you can choose because you can just always join the call.
Yeah, we're having a party here.
Not answering.
Well, that figures.
There he goes.
Hello.
See your light?
Hello?
Hello.
Spark plug out.
Oops.
Wow, we got 2 logos and 2 robots in here. I just noticed that.
Very nice.
Oh, your mic's not in.
Okay.
So just have Siri read everything off for you. I'm here. My mic's not in.
I like how you can do that, Katan.
Do what?
What you just did. That clipping tool. We
Oh.
made a box.
It saves lives.
Which I should have asked that earlier too. Which one are you using? Program?
Clip Studio.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been stuck on games since I downloaded it a lot years ago.
I
run it on
downloaded-
Photoshop, but
I downloaded GIF myself like months ago, and I still can't figure out crap.
Oh my
on it.
gosh, I can't not figure that out.
well, GIMP was hard for me at first. Then I got used to it, and then they updated and changed all the logos.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just got used to it.
Oh no.
What was that?
That was
Yeah.
Rodel.
Yeah, that was Rodel. I
Hello.
gotta get going though, guys. So
What's this?
Hi, Rodel.
I'm gonna tag Rodelus in, and I'm gonna head out, guys.
Alright,
Oh,
see ya,
yeah.
Rocks.
Take me in, brother.
There's a
Macho Man is out.
diving elbow drop.
All right, guys. Nice talking to you, and thanks, guys, on the stream for watching. And I'll be back probably next time these guys invite me.
Bye bye.
But all right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Rocks. Have a good one.
All right, you too.
So, how are you doing, Rodolus?
Oh, I'm doing very well. I'm just well, because it's not yesterday anymore. I'm doing great. I had a lot of work this past week, and it culminated all on Friday, where every single thing that could have gone wrong happened. But
Yeesh.
we got through it, and nobody fired me yet, so we're good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Are you freelance?
No, I'm not freelance. I work at a Georgetown Law University as a AV or a multimedia technologist was
Ooh.
the term. Now it's just AV Tech 1. They downgraded the way it sounded. It's unfortunate. Maybe still brilliant for. Anyway, no, so I just got up, had to clean my room out because my landlady was coming in with some guy, contractor guy, and I was like, oh shoot, my room is a rolling garbage fire. Really quickly clean up, and then I just saw all these messages, and I saw there was a stream, so I've been listening to that during this process.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's been my day. How are you?
Pretty good, actually, over here streaming. I cleaned my room before the stream because I haven't cleaned it when I got back to Savannah.
I never clean my room.
Go clean your room, son.
How dare you? You're not my dad.
I'm just kidding.
You ain't my dad. The pictures you are drawing look excellent, by the way, Catherine.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Alex said
Alright.
Fox checked Twitter.
So, check Twitter.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember that, Alex. Yes. The secret project he was working on that I got.
Mm-hmm.
that I got special privileges for.
Spyro Adventure 2 Battle.
Yeah.
Oh, it keeps throwing balloons at me because like, you've been on here for a year. Say something around it already, darn it. It's like, no, I don't want to. You can't make me. My own man. I don't take cues. Besides, it wouldn't mean anything because like I haven't ever said anything about this.
Yeah.
On Twitter as well, like, oh, I'm only saying it now because I was told to. No, it's not authentic. It's not roadless. And as you know, over at Roadless, we do things authentic.
Spyro Adventure 2 Battle.
Check Miles Tails Prower. Oh, I see. That's what they were talking about. I was gone for a minute, and now Roadless joined the stream. Oh yeah, no, I'm in every stream. Anytime there's a stream and it goes long enough, I'll just appear. Just sort of seep into it. Like, what's the noxious gas that I can't think of? Let's feel our ocean's breath.
I wish I had a capture card and a good gaming stream setup so I can stream Spyro.
Well, I'm gonna be streaming Spyro. Do it tonight. Why not? I was playing
Lazy gaming stream.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So I was thinking I might do that this evening because why not?
Why not?
Also, it's fun. I've never played any Spyro games before. So
Um,
this is my first time.
I don't think we can be friends.
We don't have to be friends. We can be polite adversaries.
Okay, I can accept that, but you have
Every
never
time
played
we-
a Spyro game? What?
Every time you walk into a room, I just go to throw something at you and it's deadly. Oh, hey, Roadless. You catch it. So yeah, no, I haven't. I just never. I mean, when it came out, I didn't have a PlayStation. I
Gas.
think I had like something else inferior. No, it wasn't in the 64. No, I didn't have it in 64 for the longest time. I didn't play games on anything other than my Super Nintendo.
A Saturn.
No, I never had a Saturn. In fact, I wasn't introduced to Sonic until much later. I mean, I'm all late with everything, so you know what? You can throw all your hate if you want in the chat.
I was actually the same way, really, as far as gaming goes.
Yeah, like I think I went over to a friend's house to play Sonic the Hedgehog. I think it was Sonic 2 because it had Chemical Plant. I didn't know it was called Chemical Plant at the time, but I remember the level having pink water that killed me. And
Oh
I
my
was like, I
God.
don't understand this game. Why, when I run up a hill, do I roll back down it? Why can't I jump on the top of the enemies? The rings that come out of my body, I don't understand this gameplay style. I hated it, and then I didn't touch it again for a very long time. And then like 2009 happened, and I started liking Sonic the Hedgehog for reasons, and so yeah. I'm ahead of you. I stream Spyro on Tuesday, peasants. Okay. All right. Be like that, Cryo. He streamed it on Tuesday, you guys. Oh. Make
Hey, you
way.
know Cryo. I said, you know Cryo. He loves his Spyro.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's something I learned about him recently. But yeah, he definitely streamed it. I was there for a little bit. Like I said, I see all streams. Even if I'm not invited, go up. I'm glad you guys sent the invitation to save me the trouble. Sorry, it's being so loud. Am I even audible on this thing?
It's easy to hear.
Oh yes. Wanted to listen to that. I need to make sure I'm unwired for sound, you know.
Now, here's interesting fact about the Project Miles Prower Twitter page. And I'm wondering if people have picked up on it.
Yes, it's the birthday.
Yeah, November 17th.
Oh,
If you do-
oh, that's what that was. I thought it was for me. That just proves how arrogant I am. You said the birthday for November 17th.
Yes.
Making sure it's canon all the way to the core.
If you do a little research for a certain Sonic game, I won't say which one. The release date of that for North America was indeed November 17th, 1992. Not gonna say what the game is, but you know what it
1992.
is.
Wouldn't that be Sonic 1?
No, 1991 is when Sonic 1 came out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was the year of my birth. In fact, it was like practically the same day. I was born on June 20th. It was like 21st or something that it came out.
It couldn't have been Sonic 2. Because that would be a year. Like,
Who
it had to be a
knows?
spin-off game.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
who knows?
they're fast. Why are you doing this? It's not a mystery. Just say it. Just say it.
I don't know my dates with these games.
I mean, there's always the internet. We do live in a different world than in 1991, where you didn't have to look in a book. You don't have to
Yeah.
look in a book anymore to know things.
Yep.
It's amazing.
Oh my
Indeed.
gosh. I feel like we live in the future now.
We do, and it's weird and less cool somehow.
Yes.
It's like, wow, it's somehow more dangerous than Blade Runner, and it's not nearly as cool.
Blade Runner. Or Zone Runner. Oops.
Oh no! You're dropping
Oops.
hints over here? Shouting out? Look at us, guys. We're,
What did I
Are
just
you
say?
okay?
My own dumb voice got caught in my throat.
That's not the only thing.
Oh, you're a bad guy, you know that? But not in like a cool way. You're like a wrestling bad guy. Everyone knows it's fake.
I heal.
You're not real.
Oh, I'm fake?
Heal.
Gasp.
No, I'm not talking about you're a real person, but you're like,
I could be a ghost.
I guess so. I mean, if Fox Cordova can be a Turing test that's convinced a bunch of people to make a video game online without ever showing his face, then you can be a ghost, and I can be an actual robot.
You never seen his face?
No, I've seen his face. He's showed pictures. It could be stock images, let's be honest.
You know, you're right.
He shows us
knows?
pictures of food all the time. Who are
And
you trying
coffee.
to convince, Fox?
Aw.
I'm messing around. Just having a little fun. Couple japes. Because I don't have to do any work right now. I'm watching someone else do work. It's fantastic. Roadless why? Why what? I don't understand. Oh. I swear to God, Roadless didn't. Anything different? Oh, yeah, right. Okay. Give me a minute, Alex. I was busy today. Up here going all like, I had to clean my room. I said I had to do that. That was true. So like, give you. Jeez.
Oh, by the way, here's what Alex just sent me.
Oh darn it! On Twitter.
I've known about that for about a week.
He told me last night, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do it around midday. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. He's gotten apparently.
Everything backfired, so I had to send it to Fox.
It didn't backfire.
No, it worked out beautifully.
It's just whatever, man. You're gonna be all like that. Our feud begins today, Alex. You understand, right? There's no going back from this. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna have lunch first. Then the feud begins.
Yum.
Can't do it on empty stomach.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was playing this level last night. Oh my gosh. There were some parts of Spyro that really just made me rage.
Which level was this?
Aquatic Towers.
Oh.
It's like when you're trying to 100% a level and you have to find just one gem that you somehow missed. It's annoying. But the reignited music is beautiful. Oh my god. You guys have no idea how nostalgic it is. You guys really have no idea.
Nostalgic it is because it's not one of them things I'm nostalgic for.
Yeah.
Not that I don't like it, it's fun. I mean, I'm enjoying the game. I haven't touched it since like Tuesday night. That's just because I have work.
Yeah.
And I don't have time to play it. But yeah, you don't need a capture card to do a stream. You can use your PlayStation 4. I mean, Cryo does all the time.
How do you can what?
You can stream from your PlayStation. If you got a PlayStation 4, what system do you have?
A PlayStation 4?
Yeah, okay. You can ask Cryo about that. He can tell you more about how to do it. I've never done it. I use OBS all the time for this sort of thing, which means that I'm going through my capture card. But like, apparently you can stream via PlayStation.
Oh, I wonder if you could do the same thing with Xbox.
Pretty sure you can. Xbox has been trying to have them same features. Of course, it's just like a YouTube link away. You just go look for how to do it.
Oh my gosh, I always thought you needed a capture card in order to like do these things. In terms of streaming and recording.
PS4 share button exists, yep.
I don't ever touch that crap. The PlayStation controller kind of throws me off because I'm so used to just having the start and select buttons.
The start button up in the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like having options on the side. It's not called start, it's palled options. And then we got the dumb pad.
It throws me off every time.
I'm always looking for those old buttons.
So you're more of an Xbox guy?
I used to be really in like the old school PlayStation, like the normal ones. I'm only an Xbox guy because of like Halo. I don't really play any other games, but the PlayStation has, you know, the most comfortable controller. It's just like the buttons throw me off sometimes.
Right.
But Sony definitely has a library of really good ass exclusive games. Xbox,
yes.
the only thing they have going for them is Halo.
I had to get a PlayStation because it had all the games that I wanted to play coming out on it, like one after the other. I was like, I need to get this.
Yeah.
I'm not like a loyalist to any platform, but if you've got games that I want to play on it, I'm gonna buy those systems. And Sony knows that. Microsoft knows that.
Nintendo?
What do you do to make those deals? Nintendo knows it too, but they haven't really been focusing, in the past at least, on third-party, what's the word? Exclusive games.
Titles, yeah.
They're always doing their first-party games, which are fine, but it's like, you know, you're gonna need more than that in your ecosystem if you're gonna want more people buying your games. Of course, people do buy it. They're attracted to it it's like the Disney of video games. Like little young families and children are gonna be attracted to it, but other than that, give me my PlayStation 4. Even if it keeps shutting itself down on me. That's another thing. I use OBS because if my PlayStation stops working, I can keep the stream going.
Yeah.
And just switch out with a Wii U while my PlayStation thing is fixing itself. But yeah, no man, it's a thing. It's all a thing.
I wish Nintendo would definitely bring back some of their old IPs. Like, I'm still waiting for the next Kid Icarus game and a new F-Zero game. A Kid Icarus game?
F-Zero.
And F-Zero.
Kid Icarus and F-Zero?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be kind of neat.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think sadly Captain Falcon, he's stuck in Smash Brothers. Nothing
Yeah,
else.
like...
What people know him from.
Yeah.
There's another racing game though, so like I wonder how much the demand is for that. I mean, people will buy racing games. I get racing games. I like kart racers.
I recently brought Forza 4. That was a cool game.
Oh, Horizon.
Yeah.
That hasn't come out for, is it not for PlayStation yet?
I got it for the Xbox.
Yeah, I know. It came out for Xbox first, but I want to get it for my PlayStation.
You know what?
Unless it's the actual exclusive. In which case, good job, Microsoft, to also stop you. I want to play it on something else.
You know what? It would be a good idea for Nintendo to basically have Captain Falcon as like either like DLC unlockable, whatever, for a Mario Kart title.
I know, right?
I was like, why haven't they done that yet?
Like, you got Link and you got freaking the Animal Crossing characters in that recent Mario game.
Yeah, why not Captain Falcon? That's what they originally did, race.
Yeah, right now he's so divorced from the racing game thing. People go like, but what's he doing in a car, you guys? He's Falcon Punch. He's Captain Falcon. What do you guys do? Also, what's with this fox flying a spaceship? What is this? Smash Brothers character.
Oh my gosh.
Not the same fox we're accustomed to, but
Some might say the OG video game Fox, though. Actually, no. Sonic 2 came out before Star Fox.
yeah.
So never mind.
Chow in space.
Why is that not a game? Or something? Like, you keep, keep friggin' talking about it. There's like, we're on Chow in Space 3 now. It's like, the search for Decall, like, when is it gonna come out? When's the release date?
Yeah.
We can actually see all my favorite Chow characters fighting space battles against, like, space chaos. Or something.
Yeah.
Oh my god, imagine that.
And just like, you're not playing any of the main series characters, you're playing as friggin' that girl who died in Sonic X, or a Chow.
Oh man.
You're playing as Cheese and Chocola.
That girl who died in Sonic X.
Yeah, which one? There was a couple.
Yeah. What a one.
It was the entirety of Cosmo's species. Oh, Cosmo herself, and then friggin' the one with the red hair who was on another planet. This is during like the space arc towards the end of the series. If I forget it right.
And Maria.
Oh yeah, Maria.
Oh my gosh.
She died technically before Sonic X.
She got
Yeah.
murdered.
Murdered by the government for reasons that have yet to be explained.
Well, Illuminati exists.
And then both Shadow and Abram Tower work for the same organization that killed Maria, even though they were really close to her. Like, yeah, we're just gonna pretend that didn't happen.
Yeah, let's pretend Shadow the Hedgehog just never happened.
That's like his entire backstory. Well, actually, no, it's not about his backstory. It's about the black aliens. It had something to do with backstory, though. I don't know. It would have probably been better if it was just his backstory, and there wasn't branching story paths. Whatever. Who cares?
Are you okay?
You alright?
Yeah, but
You don't sound okay.
that's only because it sounds worse than it looks. What it sounds like is worse than it looks. Of course, I don't know what it looks like. It's inside of my throat.
Oh.
But, I swallowed the chicken wrong.
Oh.
Oh.
Wrong tube, yeah.
Swallowed that
Yeah.
meat wrong. Yeah.
What is wrong with you? Boy, why are you so loud in that game? Who are you asking, Alex? I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself while I finish eating. I don't want to bother you guys. You've got important work going on. What is this?
Who are you sketching, by the way, Catan?
I'm sketching Tails, just like
Yeah.
in a serious pose.
Yeah.
I got a few concepts done so far. I got that plane that I had a hard time drawing. What is this? I got that one. I got that one.
At first, the sketch looked like your character, Catan the cat.
Oh.
Yeah. At first, it looked like.
How? Like, I'm just trying to understand who did that picture on the Legacy Twitter and where did they find the model to my character? Like,
I have no idea. You're talking about the one with Celeste.
yeah. Like, who
No.
did that?
No, it can't be Cloverleaf. It was someone I don't.
Someone who's obviously stalking me.
Yeah. Oh boy. I kid you not, though, that was funny.
It was funny.
What are we talking about?
Oh, we're talking about the death threats that were sent to me over Twitter from the Legacy channel.
That's. Why are you getting death threats? What have you done?
I need
Not
a
that they're warranted.
I need a
I don't think
complete
they're-
issue 2, like the
It
pencils.
became a running gag.
B-52. I'm sorry. I missed that.
Speedy and Clover did it. Oh my gosh, where did they find that picture? I usually don't advertise my OC like that.
I guess what's next is the Catan bar rapper.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. Just watch them do it next.
I know, right?
No, serious though. The Kit Kat bar is like one of my favorite candy bars.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I think my favorite one has to be Reese's or Twix.
I like Twix too.
Huge fan of the Milky Way.
I used to be, but then I
really
found
like mustard bars 'cause it's
Galaxies.
just chocolate. You have Galaxies? What?
Yeah, the Milky Way, Galaxies.
I mean, it's the only galaxy we've ever lived in. So, what's other than that is what Andromeda, and then nothing else matters. It's too far away to care.
I also like the Hershey bar.
Oh yeah, I used to like it, but then I started to eat it a lot, and then I stopped liking it.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you eat something too much. It becomes you don't like it. You phase it out. Like I only ever eat candy when it's offered to me. I don't buy it.
Yeah.
And being a 27-year-old man, it's not often offered to me.
Yeah.
My Legacy audition for Legacy. I don't remember that. No way. But they would still have to look for it though, and they found it so
You have
fast.
to look really deep for that one.
They penciled, they inked, they colored it, and posted it on the same day. Like how?
I'm gonna have to find this picture you guys are talking about. It sounds epic.
Yeah. Well, for the Hershey bar, I especially like the cookies and cream flavor.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah. Because sometimes the regular Hershey bar doesn't do it for me.
What, pure chocolate isn't good enough? Okay.
I like the almond one too.
Hmm. I've also liked the recent one they came up with. The what's that? It's called Gold or something like that. Yeah, peanuts.
Interesting.
I haven't been keeping up with the candies. I wasn't aware of these.
Yeah. Want some chocolate? Cryo.
Chocolate?
Yeah,
Did you
chip
say
from Sock Unleashed.
chocolate?
Yes.
Oh, I love chocolate. Oh, it's so great.
Ew.
That's how he talks.
He said,
I
ew.
Insert John Tron. That's how he talks.
Oh boy. Hey guys, I will be right back. I think I'm gonna make myself another cup of coffee.
Ooh.
And I think it's an addiction at this point.
Oh, yes.
I don't drink coffee a lot. It's one of those things that has to be offered to me, to be honest.
Interesting.
Nothing against your profession.
Right, right.
But it's just like,
How do you have so much energy then?
I go to sleep at night, and then I wake up the next morning. Also, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm all that energetic. I don't do a lot during the day. I go to work and I sit at a desk, so I'm like over energized for what I have to do.
Your poor back.
Huh?
Your poor back.
Well, my back is okay.
You have to. How long do you sit for at a time?
Okay, so like not that long. I mean, I have a desk job, but I can get up and walk around. And a lot of times I do, because we have like special events we have to set up for. And
Oh, okay.
things like that. But a lot of the time, my work is downtime. Like, I also sit and I record law classes where the professors are teaching law. So like, the longest period of me sitting down is about 4 hours because it's 2 classes long, two periods. And then even then, I get up and walk around in between the break periods if I have one. Then there's the fact that when I'm sitting down in the law classes, I'm not actually listening to or paying attention to what they're saying. So I've got my laptop out and I'm working on Blender models, so it's fine.
Wow.
I mean, you know, my old job didn't let me do that, so I'm actually happy about this one.
That's good.
Like, I'm not happy that I'm working there. I'm happy that I'm working there because it supports my habits.
So what do you really want to do?
I don't even know, man. At one time, when I went to college, I wanted to be, like, you know, a mechanical engineer. And then I ran into calculus, and I was like, you know what? Maybe not so much. I like physical sciences. I like architecture and that kind of stuff, but I don't know how interested I am in doing calculus for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I've gotten into modeling and stuff recently, just recently, like in 2014 is when I started really doing 3D models and paper, not very nice. But I got better. So I'm thinking at some point, I do want to work on game projects. I've always wanted to do that. Like, there's been a thread of me doing various game projects in my past, maybe like one other. But it didn't work out because I didn't have any skills at the time. Nothing to really offer the project. But lo and behold, I've developed something that I can probably do part-time at least. So I'm thinking maybe if I can make this work out, I can build the next guy. Or whatever game projects come up, do models for that, do rigging.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. It's definitely something good to put on a creative resume.
What'd you say?
I said it's definitely something good to put on a creative resume.
Yeah. And I do want to get better at it. So I like doing this, and so I figured maybe I'll just see where this goes, you know? See what path I go down with this. Maybe I'll learn some programming along the way and make my own games and that kind of stuff. So you know, I feel like I'm in a good spot, primarily because I have something to offer this project, other than a lot of talk.
Your soul.
No, that. Yeah, gotta be honest, it's on loan for another thing, so like I can't really offer that here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Yeah. What's his name? Mephistopheles gets a little bit jealous. Get it? Get the Mephistopheles? Faustian deals? Okay.
Thank you for your jokes. It's much appreciated.
Doesn't always feel that way. I'm kidding. Why isn't the chat laughing? I'm gonna lie. I mean, yeah, it's fake food. Of course, it looks delicious. But yeah, no. So that's what I want to do, and I want to put some time into this, develop some skills, build up my name. People will see me like, oh, that's Robles. He's the guy who did the doodle-doo on the thing, and it's like, then they'll be like, hey, we want to work on our project. And I do some VO, not really professionally, but I have this microphone, so I figured make use of it. It's $50 well spent, to be honest.
$50? I guess that's not bad.
Yeah, it's honestly one of the cheaper mics you can get that's really good. It's one of these snowball.
Ah, okay.
Blue snowball.
I spent a pretty penny on this microphone. Damn, this is the Yeti mic.
Oh, so it's the same company.
Yeah.
I just got the one.
Back then, I really was into voice acting, so I wanted to get a decent mic.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not into voice acting anymore. Like, I'm still into it, I'm just not into it as passionately as I used to be.
Well, you know, it was an investment, and you still have it for the live streams.
Oh yeah, it's definitely.
It's not like it's going to waste. So what kind of connection you got? Like an XLR, or using USB?
USB.
Obviously, same here. XLR mics are more expensive. They're better quality, but they're more expensive.
Oh yeah, definitely. I did a lot of research on microphones, and this was the only one I could afford at the time.
Right.
Because at the instrument store, they didn't have any of those blue snowballs. This was the only USB one they had, besides other brands I never heard about.
I don't even know if you can buy blue snowball at a store. I just got this thing off the internet.
Yeah, the Yeti mics, you can buy them at like an instrument store, or GameStop sells them.
Of course, GameStop sells them. You know what the kids like today? They like live streaming video games. We'll sell them with Yeti mic.
They're like watching people make fools of themselves sometimes, screaming and yelling over Fortnite.
And you listen to Rap God, but I'm screaming the lyrics. I don't think yes. I think the answer is probably no. That's copyrighted. Actually, yeah, it's no doubt a cover. But I don't know why you keep looking for these things, Alex. And also, what is with the screaming lyrics thing? Why is that a trend? People find being yelled at like that's funny. I'm being abused. You're screaming at me. I love it. Please don't ever stop.
I forgot about that.
Oh, what? What did you figure out?
I finally figured out how they found my OC and made that death threat against me. Oh my gosh. This is one of the levels that I'm pretty excited for in Spyro.
What are you looking at?
My screen.
Oh, okay.
I'm listening to the music.
Okay, I couldn't hear the music, so I was like, what are you talking about? All I can hear is voices.
Oh my gosh, the music in Spyro is very, very... it makes my heart melt.
Yeah. How would you get that looked at? That's, it's been good. I like the music. I think it's like one of the, on Reignited, it's like the same guy, or... No, not the same person. They basically use the same songs. I think there's only one new track in the entire game.
Yeah, they just remixed a lot of songs, like added some new beats here and there. But I'm so glad they didn't like dramatically change the music.
Heracos says Cryogenic.
Oh my gosh, that's the best soundtrack. That Zephyr Magma Cone is really good.
Zephyr Magma.
I play Spyro 2 like hundreds and hundreds of times. Like, there's a very sad story about how I got into Spyro 2.
Oh.
There was one day I came home from school, and this was back in the day when I used to play Spyro 1 religiously. I came home from school one day, and my big brother had snapped the disc in half of Spyro 1. So then I cried so much. I begged my mom to get me the same game, but she got me Spyro 2. And you know, parents don't know how to buy the right games.
No, they don't.
But yeah, I love Spyro 2. It just wasn't Spyro 1 at the time. But I've grown to love it a lot.
Why did he break? It was an accident. He broke the disc.
I don't know how the hell he broke it.
Did he sit on it or what?
It was very traumatizing. I had a lot of traumatizing memories.
He's like, Katon, I know this is not your actual name, but whatever. You love that game more than me, your older brother.
The dude went Itachi on me.
What a way for that game to go.
I know, right? Very sad.
But wounds heal, right? No, they just turn into scars.
Yes, you are absolutely right. Just like my N64, how I came home one day and it turns out my father like sold it. I only had it for a week.
That's messed up.
That was traumatizing.
So why'd you sell it? Well, you know, I wanted to buy you nothing.
I was crying.
I mean, for no reason, yeah.
What is that? Your parents are like, you know how this? Like, just, I don't know or understand what your problems are.
I have a very hard time trusting my family now when it comes to my most prized possession of video games.
Adam, I'm doing this to protect you and the Thomas clan.
You just said you didn't.
Yeah, I've been there many times with family members.
Oh my gosh, they just don't understand how valuable some of these games are. Like, if I kept half my games, they probably would have been worth some money.
I mean, my older sister basically held hostage my games, my past SNES games, for a while.
Oh my gosh.
For like years.
No.
I mean, eventually I got them back, but it had to take like pulling teeth to do it.
That's crazy.
Yep.
You know, I'm probably going to be very critical of Spectrum 2. I'm mad at I know that game more than any other game, considering how first game ever. Dear Scratch, I love this attack.
Reignited was definitely a pretty nice experience. I just feel like they rushed Spyro 2 and 3 a little bit. But Spyro 1 is totally polished, is totally really good. There are some times where the frame rate does drop in Spyro 2. But yeah, I haven't really encountered like extreme glitches. I just noticed that there could have been some more detail in some more places, or you know, sometimes it does go like low for a second. I haven't really touched up on Spyro 3. I just played the beginning, but the whole game is really, really nice.
Ooh, Alex, he said my Xbox and GameCube were donated.
Oh, I read that like thinking they would donate it to him. Apparently, they would donate it away from him. I didn't. Also, this Tails or somebody else. Right.
I don't know what the hell I'm trying to do. I know what I'm trying to do, but I don't know what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
I'm just making a bunch of lines, and you see a picture. Okay, that's cool. It's like a Rorschach test. You see who you need to see.
Yes, it's one of those.
Psychological. I didn't know they were going to bring science in this today. So psychology's not really a science. It's a study, but it's like crazy, so I don't know. Can't establish values for nut jobs.
Understanding human beings, that's a science right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you erasing it? No. See, if I had gotten that far in a drawing, I would be like, I can't go any further. Save it. I can't. I'm afraid to touch it anymore. Not good, but this is where I'm gonna stop. Because I'm a lazy artist. Lag. Get away with other stuff. Much more easier.
Well, I'm enjoying my coffee.
Yum.
What kind of coffee is it?
No, just regular coffee.
Coffee?
Yeah.
Coffee?
Yeah.
What does it taste like? Tastes like coffee. What does coffee taste like? Sit in a cup. I drink it sometimes. Like I said, I'm not a coffee connoisseur. I don't understand it. I don't know why. It's just like I drink it. One time, this isn't a coffee story, but it is a story about drinks that are supposed to make you feel energy and strong and have energy to burn and blah blah blah. I was early days of my new job. I was transitioning from my old one. So I was like, well, I can't just straight up leave, even though of course straight up leave your old job. It's just I felt bad about doing it. I was working in like some sort of a place doing data entry and counting money, and I wanted to get this new job that was better, but it was all the way across town, and it was like I would do a full day of work over at my old job, and then like do 2 or 3 hours work at this new place where I was starting up. And it was like, okay, well, I need to make sure that I'm not falling asleep at the wheel, because I will have done a full day's work over here and whatnot. So I got myself a Monster energy drink or something like that, and that was a mistake, because
No.
I didn't feel energized. I just felt antsy, anxious, and hot while I was sitting there at the new job. I was just like, I just was uncomfortable. I was like, you know the Power Thirst commercials? Like, do you want to feel uncomfortably energetic? That was me. I was just like, I don't know what to do with myself. I can't go anywhere. I'm just sitting here monitoring this class, camera and stuff. I'm just like, it was, not great. Anyway, that's my life.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know, it was weird. It was just so strange. Like, I felt like I couldn't go anywhere. It was, I had all this energy in me, but nothing, with no point. It was just like, having an existential crisis. That is, that's what it's like, am I even real? So I've been meaning to ask about the game project, since this stream is sort of about, and I want to kind of not make everything about me. The gameplay that we're trying to establish, who is working on that besides, I guess, Jonathan Heath?
As far as the actual implementation of the programming, we have Jonathan Heath, aka Packers Overlord,
Oh,
and
real name, sorry.
and at least for one part, which should be the boss fight for Volcanic Tunnel, J-Man.
Okay. And I was only asking because I was just wondering if this was a conversation that came up, or at least a question that I'd asked during the like last week, something like that. It's like, what are our gameplay loops? We were talking about collecting and that kind of stuff, which is
Right.
cool. Not like, you know, Jack and Ratchet and Clank.
What?
Yes.
All these games mixed together in my head, and they're like the same.
We are taking bits and pieces of inspiration from them, so.
Right, absolutely. And I was like, you know, bits and pieces of inspiration, but I guess we could utilize or, like, you know, model some of the things, the gameplay loops in our games based on that, right? We could just go like,
Right.
But I guess that was the thing. It's like, you know, do we have like, because I really like the idea about collecting the flickies, and I don't know if it's gotten much more traction, but I was thinking about the whole, you know, collecting flickies and then having them unlock stuff. That wasn't my idea, but I was just.
Well, yeah, that's generally what I'd like to have. That for each mission on their own separately. If, like, for example, Tails goes through the entire game and completes every single one of these like rescue flicky missions, you know, we can treat that as an unlockable for something cool.
Oh, okay. So they're not necessarily necessary gameplay, like to progress through the level.
Nah.
Okay. No, I was just wondering, like, to know what exactly.
Yeah. I envision more of a natural progression for the player to obtain like new abilities. Like, for example, Tails gets through Poly Mountain, which is stage 3. You know, from there, you know, a new ability will be unlocked.
Okay. And then you can always go back to previous levels and then do other
Yes.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there is nothing that you need to do in order to finish a level, except get through. Like, get to the end of it.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not going to be preventing the player from going to the goal ring at any point.
All right. That gives me a better understanding of it, I guess. I'm not really making levels.
Yeah.
Alright, that's cool.
My man, bad guy.
Oh, bad guy, 45. What's up, dude?
Hello, bad guy. Okay. Can't we do something? Others, no. We have no budget.
We make a budget.
Steal the money.
Oh, by the way, Katan, hate to drop this bombshell on you, but possibly, maybe, Celeste is watching this stream now.
Oh no. Why did you leave a link?
You should have deleted it immediately. Hey, aren't you guys on working for or with Celeste in some way? Or...
Yes, Sonic Legacy.
Eh,
No, Celeste is holding us captive with a knife.
I see.
Yeah.
How much to have you released? I'm asking for a friend. I don't have any money. How's everyone's day so far? Well, I'll let the guy who's doing the stream here answer that.
My day is so far pretty cool. Getting some work done. Had about 3 cups of coffee, and yeah, it's been pretty good.
Don't you mean 31?
Oh my god.
I'm currently on my 2nd cup of coffee, so there you go. Otherwise, I'm having a good day. The sun's shining out.
The coffee is the thing. The coffee is torture, but otherwise I'm having a good day. I'm good. I'm doing real good, man. I just, I got up this morning and I was like, hey, I'm up. Now I want to go back to sleep.
That's usually how it goes.
Circadian rhythms, why do you taunt me so? But yeah.
Because adult life is very exhausting, Alex.
Indeed, it is.
So, bad guy 45, a question for you. How's your day going? Throw it right back at you.
Have you robbed any banks lately? Have you stolen anybody's wallets like bad guys do?
I mean, that's what they typically do. Stolen chocolates. Send random threats. I'm a bad guy. Like, what's your name? Dominator Day. It's a reference to a show that I didn't watch. If you never started coffee, you wouldn't go into the spiral of investment. I guess not. Don't do coffee, kids.
Well, I'd rather have coffee than alcohol.
I disagree.
That's kind of the reason why I don't really have like a lot of real life friends, because most of them just want to go out drinking and stuff. I just want to have Netflix and chill, or comics and chill.
Like literally Netflix and chill. Is that what you're actually?
I don't pay for Netflix, so no. YouTube and chill.
Also, Netflix and chill. I don't know if you. That means what you think it means. Or maybe it does. Maybe that's exactly what it means to you. And I'm like, all right, go ahead and get it, catch on it.
Eating some stolen chips. Gasp.
Yeah, that's eating some stolen chips. Stolen from, I'm pretty sure, your refrigerator.
So you're just eating air?
Nobody does. Good. Yeah. Tails room. Every time one of you guys draws a picture of that based on my model isn't that good. What do you guys say? Oh, okay. Yeah, alright. I don't feel like I have to redo stuff. Especially that Amy model. Like, it doesn't look that nice on mine.
Oh my gosh, I really like how you make sometimes their models thick.
Oh.
Here comes this again. I mean, they're no, I mean, I did some of them like are commissions. Last one. There's reasons for that, and then of course, like character models like Blaze, they're not necessarily. I don't think they're just kind of basically shaped, but like I was thinking, like she's a fast runner. She's got the powerful legs. They're not.
Oh, powerful legs.
Where are we going with this?
I know, right?
Exactly where we went. So of course, whenever Natan gets his hands on it, he's like.
Did he say that once about a model for Zone Runner? Possibly.
Who's been working on models? Oh, I was.
Oh.
Hey, it's Rotolos, the thick maker. Stop. You're too young.
Santos, the fresh maker.
I'm the thick maker.
Oh. You better be careful, you're gonna wind up on Maury.
No, I will not wind up on
the thick maker.
Have you had your roll iced tea? It mostly smells when you wake up and your mouth like. You know, when you go drink water before bed. And you fell asleep with your mouth open.
Oh my god.
It's the worst. You just feel all sluggish. try to mimic this. That's actually one thing that I gotta say, it's more difficult for me at least to do in 3D, is the kind of poses you guys are able to pull off, because you can mostly fake a lot of things. You can foreshorten in ways that I can't do in 3D.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's definitely probably more difficult to pull off these exaggerated poses because 3D is supposed to be almost like realistic.
I mean, it's not that it's supposed to be realistic, but I am dealing with real world dimensions. Like I can't make stuff smaller.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, and I'm not making excuses or complaining. It's just, it's a challenge, and it's something that I want to do more of. Like I have Tails' shield is a certain size, but for like the picture that I did for him most recently, I had to shrink it because it's too big for him to hold it. His arms aren't long enough to hold it that way.
Yeah.
It sucks. But I really wanted to have that kind of like, you know, kind of Captain America dash thing. That would look cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to also show off the M on the shield. But,
and that was the idea.
yeah. I'm trying to work on a collage, but I want to wait until my hands on Speedy.
Mm-hmm.
Character models that are going to be in the game, that kind of stuff. And apparently...
And by the way, sorry.
Oh,
And by the way, shout out to Vera FX.
oh yeah.
How he's been making this Speedy model. That looks great.
He's been killing it. The best way possible.
Oh my god, look at Celeste in the chat.
What?
Celeste in the chat. Didn't I tell you to delete that link?
What chat are you on? Like,
The YouTube chat.
YouTube chat.
okay. Oh, the actual YouTube. Out here, Celeste. Finish the pages for that.
Laugh out loud, bye.
Oh god, Celeste. Just finish the pages. I've seen pictures of Celeste with a knife. Apparently that's how that works. So it really is a hostage situation. We're making a joke. It was real. It's all real, man. Oh yeah, can't wait to get my hands on it. The Speedy model looks good. He needs to be rigged, and apparently he's been making the facial shapes, or the blend shapes as they call it in that less sophisticated Maya program. The Blender is.
All sorts of facial expressions.
Yeah, he does, and that's my concern, that they're not. It's gonna be an interesting. That's what I'm gonna spend tomorrow on. In fact, my VPL is gonna be bringing in that model and working.
Okay.
And then doing maybe some texture work. Because yeah, I have to do the thing that I did with Blaze's model when I put her into take all the facial expressions without going to morph into one head. Which will be difficult. And then of course his eyes. I still am working on trying to figure out how to make his eyes work. It is the single vexation on my life because it seems like it should be so simple. You should be able to move over things. It doesn't work. But is that really... what was his? Rox the Squirrel was talking about how the eye. Oh, what's
Yeah,
up?
earlier Rox mentioned that about what he did in Unity.
Yeah, I saw that. He was talking to me at the same time. It was just like, I don't know, man. It's like, I don't know how to animate in Unity, and I don't think anybody else really does. I can't really explain that to them. And it's not about me explaining it to them. It's just like, I was trying to keep it simple. You animate it in Blender, we can just move it on over from Blender, full animations, into Unity.
Yeah. Packers generally animates like, you know, objects and stuff in Unity, but obviously I'm not sure about the characters.
Right, and that's the thing, like character models, like they're a little more complex. Facial expressions, I can get all that to work. I've gotten it to work. I just can't get the eyes to move, which is, I don't like it. I don't understand. I might have to redo the eyes on every single character model, which is not a thing that I'm mind doing. It's just I need to find out a way that works first. That's enough of me complaining about stuff. This isn't the Roadless Complain stream, this is Katon stream.
Oh my gosh.
Not me. It's Blue Ridge Zone concept Miles Tails Prower game. Game, of course, is lowercase, so no everything else is.
Concept is lowercase.
Fair enough. Blue Ridge! I'm not gonna make fun of you.
And I just finished my cup of coffee.
That was fast.
No, it was rocks that had the 16-ounce cups. Yes, because Roadless needs to go through the torture of making more models. Yeah, it's not really torture. It's tedious. Especially if you already did something, right? Imagine having to redraw all of your concept art because some of the oh, I lost it! And somehow you didn't keep a backup. I don't know, that's weird, but still. Make a gameplay model and a cutscene model that operates specifically for cinematics. I mean, that's what he was supposed to do. I mean, we kind of do that already, because gameplay model isn't even going to move the same way. You're not going to have... Okay, here's a thought. It's like straight up a thought. We could, and people have talked about this before, just do FMV cutscenes. They're not in-engine. They're just like... They're in the same like general space, right? We create sets in Blender that look like
right
set up in the game, and then just run that whenever we trigger it in the game. So we have an animation and a cutscene and all that kind of stuff. Tails' eyes don't have to move. What were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
Not saying. I'm just agreeing with you.
Yeah, like we could do that, and then we'd never have to put animations like that into the game at all. We would just have running, walking, idle animations and like taking damage animations, that kind of stuff, which are easy enough to do with just FBX.
Yeah, exactly. If there's a way to bypass the thing with Unity, I mean a legit way to do it, then that's cool. Yeah.
I mean if you're cool with it, we'll find a way to do it in a way that'll make it look like it's in the Unity engine, which shouldn't be that hard. It's just a matter of lighting and texturing.
Yeah.
We can do that. I guess I can talk to the animators about it. I don't think they'll mind. They won't have to learn a new program. They can just animate. And we can still do the same thing we were talking about. Like, say there was a big, like a character model, like an enemy type or something like that. They're still animated the same way that we were planning on doing it, animating it in Blender and then moving those over.
Yeah.
They walk around like that. That's easy enough. I was talking to Zorchwave about this yesterday. The lazy game stream for today. Now it's another VPL since he needs to make variations of model. Well, thank you. Love all of your jokes about me or how much I work. Thank you. What?
Cry was good for it.
Huh?
Cry was good for it. Hey, that's looking sweet, Katon.
Oh, this pose? Thanks.
Yeah,
I
Tails.
like the way his foot looks kind of like, well, he looks like he's running. It's great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab you. No, don't grab me, Tails. No, you can't stop me.
What are you saying? Dude.
Tails he's gonna grab you and then he's gonna pummel your face with this shield.
Oh, that's what he's gonna do.
Or swing his two tails at you.
Oh shoot, that is gonna be a thing. Right, we have to work on those animations.
Yeah.
Okay, so barring any changes to figuring out how to do animations in engine, it's gonna be FMV, full motion videos that we just put into the game.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Packers knows how to do that, or he'll tell us where we can learn how. Cutscene triggering in that sense. It'll. Well, no, there's only one loadout. Tails doesn't wear anything, or have any clothes that'll change, so I don't have to worry about him holding something different.
No.
Like he's like he walks in like he was wearing like a scarf, and then the cutscene is there's no scarf.
Yeah.
You know, you've seen that before, right?
Yeah. No, we're gonna be consistent.
He looks like he's about to grab me, smash my face with the lid of a trash can. Sitting on a trash can. On a street light.
I remember that reference.
Doug.
Yes.
Yo. I like the what is that?
Nickelodeon.
Oh no, yeah, that. But I was looking at the ground. I like the fisheye look. That is so hard to do in Blender. You actually have to get the fisheye lens and got to move everything. Good on you. Good on you, man. You got that perspective down, pat, son.
It's so weird how you're able to change your voice so well.
What?
Your voice, like, you sound like a Robin Williams character.
Yes.
No. Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Oh, and I'm not sure if you heard this before, Catan, but Rotolis does a good SBO.
Oh, let's hear.
I do an SBO.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah, I think it's good.
It's okay. So I did like this thing. There's like this IDW dramatic reading series.
Yeah.
One of the millions that are out there with Animagination. And they brought me. The guy Silver had me come and do SBOs.
Right.
And I really, what is it? It's like I was trying to do the. What's that guy's name who in The Last of Us played Cory Booker? One of them played SBO. I think I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, it was just kind of like, Roger, I'm a ninja, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Watch your back, Sonic. I'm coming for you. You know that.
Yeah.
That's a really good SBO.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
Wow.
Fun fact about me: SBO the Chameleon. He is in my top 5 favorite Sonic characters.
Well, that's great. Anyone's top anything because I'm SBO the Chameleon.
Yeah.
Glad you appreciate helping a brother out.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I'm not even sure if I'm doing it the way I think, but if you ever check out Animagination series and the one episode where SBO shows up, I think is number 5, 4, 3. I don't know which one it is. Anyway, I'm the SBO there. There's a link to it somewhere. On their server. Bet I can find it too.
Let's see.
Because Starlet plays Sonic in that.
What time are you gonna do your gaming stream?
Usually start that around 6 or 8 o'clock.
Ooh.
I don't know. Depends on how I feel.
You know, that's the second time Cryogenic Gamer has quoted me. With that, I understood that reference.
Oh yeah, no, that's it's a good movie. It's a good meme.
Yes. You know, seriously, I had a good idea for a meme pic involving Tails.
Uh-oh.
You remember the original meme of Kermit drinking iced tea?
Yes.
None of my business.
In this case, we'd have Tails drinking coffee. None of my business.
Oh my god.
Sonic done screwed up again, but guess what? That's none of my business.
Well, it's not like the series is named after me, so it's fine.
Oh my gosh.
I'm Tails. People will like me regardless. No one's going like, bring back the original Tails. Tails. No, Sonic. He takes all the flack. I get all the love. Perfect for me. I tell Sonic every day. That's what you get for being way past cool. Actually, I probably should start setting up for like plugging my computer, other negligible stuff. I need to wash my clothes. I'll do that later. They can be gross for another day. It's fine.
The
Of
clothes
course.
can wait.
Of course. Oh. That day laborer is carrying a car. Well, he's in the house near the beach, eating a burger and drinking coffee.
Cry.
I don't understand your jokes. Right. I don't get that reference. Okay.
I think he was referring to me in a way. Our team is something else.
You don't want me to replace you. You better stay, Robles. I'm pretty sure that they can do worse than Alex McGee gameplay. Alex McGee gameplay, a staple in every home. He's like the nightly news comes on, everyone watches it. All right, kids, gather around. We're gonna watch the Alex McGee gameplay. What's he gonna do today? Probably quote memes. Oh, I can't wait. That's not a. Why do I sound so mean? I don't mean to be like.
You don't sound mean.
No.
I feel like I'm going in on people now.
You sound meme.
Played Ratchet. So,
Oh man.
They played Titus Final Fantasy X. I remember being like, "Oh yeah, that's the guy who plays Ratchet." Because I can't.
Crow just said it again. I understood that reference. Watch them make a meme pic out of that quote alone.
Yes, Tails going on. I understood that reference. I don't know how that would work. I've tried to do meme pics before. I always think it's way funnier than it actually. And I know it seems to react to. Especially that whole Blaze thing, which he was back. I thought that was gonna be great. No one cared. It's like, looks like I used to vote on that. Why do I wait like 5 years for memes to die and then try to make a joke out of it? It should have been Fortnite related. That was my problem.
I really like the way this came out.
Yeah. Looks sweet.
Even though I had no idea what I was doing before.
I like how he's like propelling himself along. Also, does Tails have a scarf?
Yeah.
I mean, that's for presentation.
Yes, for presentation. He's an aviator. I think he would catch a cold if he didn't have a scarf.
He doesn't have nearly enough fur or anything. Or the jacket that he wears that has fur on it. Like, no, I understand. Scarves are important for the look, for certain. And he's got like a rival in what's his name? Speedy, who also wears a scarf.
Mm.
They're Scarf Bros. That should be our next game, Scarf Boys. Legend of the Scarf Boy. Sounds like an indie title, right? Scarf Boy.
Yeah.
So a scarf and you swing around on it like a whip.
Copyright that idea.
That word in KPL. What? You did?
I say you should copyright that idea.
Yeah.
Scarf Boy. Sure. Also, I did not say it backward. Don't worry, Roman.
Yep.
I did. No one else, so it doesn't really matter. But I did.
You know what, Katana, I just like how that turned out, the facial expression there with Tails.
Oh yeah?
Oh, yeah.
I like the faded bottom eyelid. Makes him look kind of nuts. Like, you'll never catch me.
Well, Tails does get in that, you know, I don't give a crap mode anymore, you know, when he's chasing Rhetoric. In that plate fight, you know.
I realized it was so dire. The stakes were so high. It's like, I've got to kill this bird. Come to my parlor, said the spider to the fly. Why did my phone just go off so many times? Messages? Oh, no one is. These are all from yesterday. It's Coastal Creek. No.
Well, at least he was popular yesterday.
Yeah.
What was popular yesterday?
You, because of all those messages from yesterday.
Oh yeah, no, they're ads. They want me for my money. I get it. Everyone gets it. Hey, we realized you just recently had a paycheck. Want to give some of that money to us? I know.
Cryo. This is Boom Tails on edge.
Oh my gosh. He's very edgy.
Miles, the edgy boy Prower.
The cool and extreme reboot of Sonic Boom. Really, Cryo?
That's the name of the game. They're calling themselves the cool and extreme reboot. Because, you know, when you say it enough, people will believe it. It is cold here.
Yeah, I'm so glad I got a good heating system in my home.
Lucky.
Yeah,
You don't know what in your home?
heating system.
Oh yes, no, I'm still using twigs and stuff. I don't have a fireplace, I just light fires in the... the landlady has had words to say to me about it, but I haven't been listening. Stop starting fires in the center of your... Like, no. I'm a big boy now. You can't make me do nothing. Having trouble with the plane? That's fine, I don't know how to do. Do do do. Do 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 do.
Dude, 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 dude.
Thanks, Wonder Pikachu. Thank you so much. Oh, they like Wonder Pikachu.
I can't believe I was able to draw that plane. Planes are my weakness.
Yeah.
I know, I got you. It's like they're tough.
Well, hey, at least there ain't any snakes on the plane.
Okay. Real laugh.
I mean, hey, at least Tails ain't like Samuel L. Jackson.
That's it! I've had it! I got it!
Well, damn.
I unlocked it!
That was cool. Right. Tails and goggles and Amy's designer based off of so yeah, this is Sonic. thank you, Kyle, for minimizing everything that we've tried to do to make its own thing. I like how the character at the top, like they're saying your name. I'm sorry.
Oh, I mean, yeah, what Crow just mentioned is like, yeah, there is a reference. Speaking of references, there is a reference to Sonic Boom because of Amy's design in our game, so
Yeah,
it is appropriate.
But to be honest, Tails wearing goggles also could be attributed to the Archie's.
Yeah.
Wearing goggles and like a flight thing.
Yep.
So Tails' legs, you guys were talking about earlier, that comes from a drawing that was done by, what's her name? Holy crap, she works on the... What's her name? Draw Lover Lala. That's
Yeah.
Remember that being... You sent that to me as a reference.
Initially, yeah.
Making older Tails.
So I think Oh yeah, you go ahead.
It's just the more I think of it, you know, the design of it, you know, like future Tails, it's like it just works, you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I can't believe I did that hand. Like, wow. I really like that hand.
Good hand. It's really... It's very solid.
I like how that's reaching out the hand.
It came in handy.
Yes. Let's give him a hand.
Like, now give me that throat.
Oh.
Oh boy. I understood that reference.
Is that a reference?
I'm kidding. Kyle keeps bringing it up.
Oh, I see. I understood that reference. Oh, I see. Now let's see that keyblade. That was cool. Instead of Squall, Sora meets Tails. Just like, who is this? Who are you? What is this? Talking animal?
So I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream here so I can go get some food.
Yep.
But it's been a great 3 hours and 35 minutes of concept art that I will definitely post in the server after this.
Yeah.
And if you want to post this on the Twitter, you're absolutely more than welcome to get some content on there.
Yeah.
That's true.
But yeah, thank you everybody for tuning into this live stream. I appreciate every single one of you guys.
Thank you guys.
I appreciate you all too. I will see you at some other point.